Assalamualaikum baringolo on tolom sehu call bismillah yudiko na banda babi arabalungu sector makaroti sale the 8th of September 2021 exactly clock is ticking to a minute to 7 p.m. in the UK 18:59 p.m. right now that means it should be 5:59 p.m. in the Gambia and it should be 7:59 p.m. in Europe obviously 8:59 p.m. in Helsinki Finland also 8:59 p.m. in Doha. It should be right now almost 11 a.m. in Seattle right now. But bismillah, political perspective. So I'm installing platform auto weekdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And then, of course, one of our does this program on the other days. And yesterday, our program on Saturday. Very interesting. So call me bismillah platform auto. Call 10 to back. Call J. For your continued support of this platform. Narman katol tin tol diam la de sawar la ka diam. Niamo diam la be kala lamoy la le soto la. So ni lamoy soto diam la ti diam la no. So what is atol la yatina definitely dolka sawar kana jang ka diamu about our country. Hopefully many diamol men kekang it will not go in vain. Hopefully, we will get something meaningful out of all this diamond we making for the past couple of years because we want to bring sanity, good governance, democratic dispensation, economic prosperity, social justice, augmentation of our living standards, and on and on. Apo balunya kendo kome lafita wala na banko nga fuaria nga kele, nga tilimbali ya kele, nga fankum ya kele, nga national interest no inculcate patriotism and love for country, no inculcate in the minds of our citizens walam hamoti so that they were very also a symbol sort of Bangkok Mansatala Demaro to development of economic growth and development and economic prosperity in general. So Carl Konton Kamansatala tend to Fongati tend to back it at the tend to Mansaleti at the long at the length da na cool beba tele bulu niolu ni su folu so nimba follow the wrong se dua in some jada kendala ni some me tenkolu Medani programme même fana kala bi anina lon tango men minala nyaato demanding pour mbese diamol fo dem yalla ko banko se nafa soto je Gambia se nafa soto je na patio se nafa soto je man satalla se nengol tankati la kumol fo la yalla ko sina tinyaro samana me do ala fana tenko wala banko kam bawo nka fo le jang nyaato we always take it for granted iboka tengu peace la na falom foli man toro nata fitino nata biko fitino be men tora la moma long wala na moma nyan na sile ka fitino ngania minanyu nani election men franco nga dunga ko kayra ko nga funda ko kan but most importantly memo hamon ko to nga falindiro soto ni election ko maya basale Gambia make or break for our country ndanga je wala nyam if majority of the people, if we right, if we don't get it right, then forever Gambia will be in doldrums. Gambia betarla maral kurungole kono, coming a men nene for the past few years. Banko bele mantara tamakan, banko bele jahaseta. Molu da malbe dunna nyola. Hani meli yalan ko simin libe kam killing da malbe kalumol fayla nyokam. That's not normal. La president was romen kamfa faka daga bolo sayroke president gara aka local government chairman aka confront molu nyala wo mu ma siboleti lolu musibala yo je banko tere kayrote o banko ka so we have to fix this country and we can only fix it through the ballot box through our votes the people meli alongo register ntolo mema register fanan nga mol encourage mel register pour ya fight for the right candidate bari be dola sabante frogol fane alama nemani ka for kala be damente je karela alama ale la jong sona in that vein fanan be sama kondon rof tala na brother kendo ma me alon ko abe UK jang keba lang sane keba lang aba abink ala bitamuso wole banta ning waso kono ma kala muta fawon defo ma kala muta kebalang ba ay safaro kala timeline to tilisaba bala ñu force na ako saddened by the sudden loss of my friend young Sane's mother Aja Kasa K Sane this morning armani mani ka fekala ngamara tere mala ba malo fala mo na UDP ke chapter member timba sama konto na ya bake tala alamani mani ka fekala anin tala to mal be me kuolo be kaduare ala jama senola anin nyato ta bawo ndol be rara lunta yalla duniya kono be lunta yamen na jang nan satala la ya sunan namina rek ay intara ku bawo atemu bible oleti saya da bible oleti mbokay mang la na bismillah juri xolan banta ba te arab la juróom ñetti fan ci wéri septembre comme luñ ko lay defee rek dañ lay jël waxtu bi the beginning bi day def nuyoo day def ñaan mu ngi leen a gërëm yéen yëpp da leen nuyu da leen sargal bu baax a baax support bu ngeen di jox Bantaba di nuyu suñ kilifa yi Gambia di nuyu kilifa United Democratic Party from the Secretary General to the Deputy Secretary General to the National President of UDP the executive members ak the general membership ba pare di ñaanal suñ parti bi yàlla ñu am ndam ya ñu ngi ñaanal suñ réew Gambia tamit yàlla jaama yaaga fa si kaw jaama la lépp mun a xew despite our political differences kenn warut a toog di ñaan pour Gambia am musiba doomi réew bu baax ku nekk every day soo jóg rek da nga war a ñaanal sa bopp ñaanal sa réew ñaanal àdduna bi yàlla jaama yaaga élection bi tamit yàlla ñu dugal si jaama génne si jaama yàlla ñu am ndam yàlla ñu am wécciku boo xam ne dina njëriñ Gambien si ñëpp even ñoo xam ne duñu saani UDP because President Lawyer Darboe incha allah su toogee mu nekk the fourth president of the Republic of Gambia dafa nekk président pour ñëpp du nekk dafa nekk président pour UDP rek ba pare dafa dog dëgga diggante doomi Gambien si doesn't matter ñu ko saani ak ñoo xam ne saani yàlla ñu am change parce que balaa ñu am programme bi tey dina am gan fii moo xam ne suma brother bi Ibu Wali nekk Crawley fii ko xam moom dafa join United Democratic Party bu yaagut moom mooy suma guest tey of course on Saturday we'll have New York chapter on this platform the fundraising seen mega fundraising New York chapter ñoom ñoo ñëw fi samedi bi Sunday tamit Busumbala rally dina am and I think on the 18th is Sukuta so a lot of events are lined up right now United Democratic Party on the campaign trail ñu ngi saaku ndimbal si ñëpp pour ñu support parti bi waaye élection bii du élection caaxaan élection boo xam ne yes ne dañ lay wax ne waa élection moom élection la rek politique jarul ko li jar na ko kañ dëkk bi yëpp a yaaxu dëkk bi dafa jaxaso ñëpp a jaxaso lépp moo jaxaso ñoo xam ne sax ñu ngi bokka si benn camp ñu ngi sànniwante xeer ñu ngi contradict each other kañ la NPP APRC executive alliance bi am ba Mame Mbajik Njie ak Rambo Jatta di contradict each other lu du dëgg rek du yàgg waaw lu du dëgg rek du yàgg barely 3 days buñ am seen press conference ba pare gaa ñu ngi jubilate ne ñoom dañ nekk pour jubal rek bi how can you reconcile the country when yéen seen bopp seen gis-gis nekkuñ benn dinaa jël 1 hour analysis bala suma jën bi ñëw he's coming at 8 p.m. I have audios to play here. I'll play the video of Lawyer Ousainou Darboe wax bu mu wax démba when Wali joined Wali member the Combo South joined the United Democratic Party party leader diam kendo lekeje be pare aya bulo liki Adama Barrow fane kayamari ko ay manly jaban no ngamira manly jaban yeah I think I do apologize ka bulo liki Adama Barrow pour ay president ya buña ay palaso ñin buña akana palaso ñin doya amalo waratale president ka kamfa ndemalo manasi ka mune kamfa for social media la ka kamfa ni bang because Manasi doesn't like us. He doesn't like social media, but Manasi is social media tarajanne abatula jan. Nga yamar le fumbarat. Ndiyam tanga social media momo ko ini social media bita defantela. Iteleka danu, iteleka boy ye social media tuji. Ane Donald Trump social media ma wati. Sako Manasi. So Manasi is always angry. Manasi membe dimikan ntolto o solve la because ite fon la ya fujang iko mo tate moti feka nendi roke iko ne mo ko itamu molti o mu wuli yaleti ila word lom den tela word tere I'm just quoting you verbatim ya fo nyame nka sata wala nyam iko ne mo ko itamu patrioti itamu GDC itamu UDPT but ni ko tamol ye wuli yalef ye wulo. In the words of Gambia la president même folo president me yalonko afolo le nendiro stade Gambia wala adam barote wala na ninga na fikolu moyi ka foko UDP le kan nendiro ke. Why can't you start the inquest with the head of state, the man at the helm of affairs? Me alonga telon banko bela alfati fo la fita or not, but ama alpha daji koso ne momo be nafika yakre ko UDP le kan nendiro ke bari ma adama barola nendiro fo ndele nga fo wote be nafika yalla. And if you want to be hypocritical, we will say you are being hypocritical. Because ibe banku dingol doyala nyaadi le ka president tuji president nendiro ke ako ni momo ko ita molti ye wulu ilo mu wuli yaleti president so fo bang jandi December 4 be kari nyum folale na kuyate APRC mo meye na kuyate NPP mo meye te fam fa Atlantic Ocean kono wala ni mol mel yalla ngo wolu saying wala agenda mambe ngebi ko wolbe kamfari UDP kamale ka UDP criticize platform auto na kuyate wo mala affairoleti bari tonya ati bukan nakari no ada babaro la kalimolo nyenti bari moneka manasi kamfandi folo bi atata apologique iko ngaje standard ko iko ikaye bolo sayro ke good for the first time sanyi nani ngamo iko alema boro bolo sayro woto fode danjo de tede ite ale kubale ke ite adama baro banko lingol doya janne adama baro ga mole ge betala janne for 2021 na kuyata me adiata me adama baro lahido tinya janne amana mona Gambia dingol apologize adama baro la mistake man sakunda countless mistakes and for the first time nga mana sije ay kay apologize bari malo yalla ko dol ni malo laate kan wallahi foy malo farce jaro ke ya apologique mana sije ne defa apologize for the danjo because dafa dal ci kaw for the danjo diko confront because adama baro dafa am anger issues xam nga yaga nañ ko wax mais dafa la ne adama baro anger issue la soto iko loya dabale NPP ngol gola dabale ka kam baba loya dabana bananta mo confront no public official ay man sakunda do ko kere ameta political party ale video bondi jang atata official men confront me ala ngani be do ko la ni ay confront ala bondi atola candidate ro fele chairman local government wo fana me ala ko comme fode danjo ya ko nyami me adama sindi wole fode danjo sindi biko carte wole fode danjo sindi mole a sindi adama borote fode danja sembetala ka fode danjo bay as a CEO bondi no le barakate bondi la so nim buñani hormo be je carte o yete sindi carte o mo sindi tamari respect la ba ka kafum ma fo mu foroseleti ba na ye kafum o mu foroseleti ba anite ko mo démocrate leti fo e ka fo woy ko mbe police o le kila no ye arrest bari anata doyani malo anata wala sotoje yalon problème o be dami meda ñi vola ya jamme kabiri wotu mo modo storo ko kono respect go mo buka frosé to ba wol go respect is earned, it's not given, it's not automatic ko mo ñandim ni me fam buña molti bo anu president of the president ni me fam buña mo banku dingol te buña itele be fam kuliyala ye fa respect ye ñaton ko ya daji ko soto dem banku dingol na fo alfa lom ñinti de alfa daji ko le ba bari ka fo don ko dem president molti by force mo ñande buña la hani wote kala jam wala na ya jam afota tembo mo ba respect aka mo lu nen banku dingol fanan ka doya adama baro futa to tembo le to sign ba ko forcé sinni wala sinna mo be ñanta tala NPP me ala mallo to ñakam alota fan yale kam mel bebe ji palaso le tuji 97-98% of melbebe NPP palaso lom aning hasi dia antela jeroto comme ye loya dabo kong wala ndol jolbe kam faale loya dabo kama ñinon di composition of NPP bara manke ko comme Dudu Dia ya fo ñame di super kanja maw Dudu Dia bi nga APRC musola audio moy la ko Dudu Dia shut up ngala ya moy forum mol tole Dudu Dia talks too much. Dudu Dia da nga wara wañi sa wahi yo kena munu lo wax fi kuna ka munu wax way yo ya nge wax gaay ñu la record fo dem rek ñu record la te lo de wax ci souf so demé ci platform yi do ko wax Dudu Dia should not even be in APRC executive, and in fact a responsible political party should not have a loose cannon super kanja mouth as their spokesperson. Jinga spokesperson so faneka you should be very measured. Yo danga wara tenteng ikala diamo tenten yalo be diam la dama ni manyale because itolom patiola number 2 diam nengoti. So ni tebe diam la dame talent dudu ja kenin dole ya record nu jang aba fola ko itol balla fi adama barol ko ngaje ker fatu yo play ye fenkele ini ye nyurema something nyang. What is the name of this guy in KMC? Member du UDP jamfa ibe wole interview kan ker fatu la mano nyin ay o forlondi ko dudu ja ka malu kanu de bari mala fi UDP lay klo dudu ja is recorded today marungana audio lali jang alba moy lale ye dudu ja APRC musundi ngole dudu ja la audio bondi jang he is unda nyang no baraka baka tayeb saw thank you unda nyang e unda gana nyela dudu ja man ya adama barokanu dudu ja is just after money. Dudu ja is a money hunter ntela ngafo and I will say it in his face. Dudu ja bokku ci politics ci halis rek la mo uti kati halis la lolo da fum dem he is just talking because he is so desperate to have this alliance with Barrow. Wallahi su Barrow neguton president dudu ja du ko jege sax mako wax te xamna ko duma wa astaghfirullah sax luta bum nekon national treasurer UDP luta jegewuñu ko luta coalition bi bu Adama Barrow don ut president bi luta dudu ja se Adama Barrow moy waji ma support ko da nga xaar ba Adama Barrow nek president nga ne yow ya bëgg Adama Barrow bëgguloo ko place um am luta te way Adama Barrow li baxna ci mom bari menna bari muso tentu la Fatou Jaw Mané kuno ndiam da wandi fala forum motole programme motole nga fo je ngo Fatou Jaw ay diamol kele me ala ni mol man d'accord defo ngani man d'accord ala views on TRRC bla 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 kuma jamana safa je ngata je nga safa nay disagree. Fatou Jaw is my very good sister kabrin stroke lo kono nay nyolo mbake buñani horomo le ben nati man wo buñani horomo te bolaji ay safero kele me ala nga man dianye ani dok aka Dr. Jane wol dol attack bla 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 bar woto mom bari muso balo be kandiri mbakele because woto mo akata ye honorary advice ya di ala manasi ya fenke so ate fanan but the good thing is Fatou Jaw ya for the team le before na di am tale I spoke to her this afternoon ni Fatou Jaw di am tale but nay men katante o fola jam o mo private conversation woti bara e men kete nyanta welcome la nyanta acknowledge la ko hadama dingo man timma ko hani musulme ya ko mol bi jël mere musulme ya kele kila Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam kele dol bi ya lipanin tambo ya lipanin sword ina keleta battle of Uhud, battle of Badr ye kudi men ngol ka kila Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam bar wala na to tubi keta musulmo ndebe mobe danila menela Scientology agenda should be on Barrow. Fatou Jaw natele fabe join a UDP, Fatou join a UDP. Mba enko can pray na UDP. Because we want people to come. But she's thinking about options. Abe join a dami. I tell about the decision of Megla. But as every UDPN, we want people. Hani ni melman d'accord. Alingati noma party leader kajinef. Hani ni melman d'accord. Alin say samana no. There's no harm to try. Purka samana. Afansun kebalo. Now I love it, but the good thing is about a Barola camp. Before my interview with BBC, I mean for Jembele Namaj. Agreement on me ko ta atandila molla. Namo rambo ba foka ne ko coalition agreement on fundi. Coalition agreement on funti jana so itol fanantati funti la. Coalition wala 3-year agreement. Ntolonga the genesis of the agreement mulia jele ya share with media houses. Bari Gambia ku buka nu me ben fola na broda e. Ni agreement wala mabo dinko kono ase me nya mul balo na mebije because atoli loose canon le total executive somebody like Dudu Ja by now ani modol wedi am kana be agreement o nyin fole because Dudu Ja go kullo mabo ali ngal lama ni APRC musola mena party leader la video play la jamne fanan adi am tan nyamin fole danjola ko la mbe fanan play la le we go into the analysis and then after na gluntango minala mbe kacha so la Gambia ko la. So stay tuned. I'll be Lamaka UDP Online Bantavala. It's 19:20 p.m. right now in the United Kingdom. And thanks for listening to us. Thanks for watching. Ali Lamoni APRT Musola. We carry on.
Assalamu alaikum de hiro Sofia jam malle dine jebbe dine ana jama ju bari banda with wow alfa konte mo japani ko dire dikira nak de kana bawdo la nak dikira ngandala de ni do disappear wise den ko indi bugo opa den ko indi ko sut ko ko nusti ko tegani ko yalla si borom atele ne do dafa jam fa ya jam ma rambo di wax naa ne ñu ngi kontaan bañ a kontaan yéen soo leen yéen boo leen jooy ni dañuy kontaan waaw di rambo yow yaa ngeen ne da ngeen di am rali waaw nit yi naka exécutif ni ngi wax naa ne susuma Dudu Dia mu ngi nekk di wax ne Yaaya Jammeh xaw ma mu ngi si picc Yaaya Jammeh ànd na si ni ak ni ak na le wow.
Okay, sorry. I think Lamin Camera, it's on the screen. It says interview with Ibu Wale coming up. Malum Foya Jalabam. I think it's on the screen there.
Mustafa had President Jammeh. Mom daf ko waxal boppam. Déglu leen fii parce que ñoom ku leen jox pour ñu dem saay déglu leen fii du Yaaya Jammeh président Jammeh xamul si dara si lii dégg nga ñoom fu ñu wéeru mooy ka nekk Equatorial Guinée moom moo leen wax ne ñu dem saay parce que ñoom dañ soona déglu leen
the college. Come on, dapat tengok di susun cepat ini kini untuk cepat emeba sorry wah kita ni program dari lemon dapat anda dia aja masih kado miwa lemon ina tu dia ni understand yang mungkin bersilo dia kuda jalan ni mom amna living gua amna sere gua amna muna wana ne ya aja still now aglo si no silo ni ka pada sambil len ko dia usida is that true? That is not true. That could you for you to sit
the news canon Dudu Dia already hamkan. I used to respect this man so much, but no, he's gone to ground zero. He doesn't deserve respect. He is these are the political money-seeking adventurist in our country. Listening to him is so disappointing.
Wow. Legi landing ndax mooy président Jammeh moom mu ne landing moo ko wax dégg nga parce que ñoom landing ñu ne dañ soona Equatorial Guinée so nañ crafeli nañ la tombo sign pa bakar sign dégg nga ñi yabuñu bu may duuri jadee moom gannaaw landing rek moo wax de moom yaayam moo wax bam ko jaraan ne moom mun naa waat ne président Jammeh yëg na because of landing moo leen jox go ahead bi ne dem leen sign parce que ñoom dañ soona Friday bu mu wax ne moo nekk balaa Thursday bu ñoom xam nga ñoom Thursday leen sign paper bi si luñ wax waaw balaa Thursday bu Friday bu ba pare nga am Saturday Sunday Monday waaw to Thursday you know boobu la Friday boobu la Doudou Dia di wax nii dégg waaw parce que man ba maa yëg audio bi waaw non non correct na parce que Friday boobu la mun a nekk Doudou Dia sa audio si bari lañ amee.
Okay, I don't understand what Luntambayo is writing. You said the lady is coming very clear, but you said not coming clear. You're confusing me. Is the audio clear? Is it laudable? If it is not laudable, then you can let me know. I can just I think switch up my phone and restart again. Probably it has to do with the volume on my phone is low. But basically, I will play the audio again. And you must come in for the wall and that's true. You don't even have to listen to somebody. He is just like Adama Barrow. He needs to slow down. And you know what? You being recorded by different people and you can still get the message. How can you be an official but you just open your mouth? If you want to be transparent, call up a press conference. This is what responsible officials do. But you're anytime they can hurry, Fatu, Samba, Ami, whatever call you, then you just go on and on and on. And in fact, you cascade confidential information, Landi Jaju, call la Rambo Johla number. Lo, you should not just open your mouth and say it to anybody. First of all, new buga government. So Doudou Dia neka minister tay. Yalla tere this coalition alliance win. Why so Doudou Dia neka? Gambia dara do secret. I'm just telling you, Gambian Lanyan Hall. Ki so neka minister, anything lum discuss cabinet, he will go and see it. Because right now, he is okay. Somebody said it's very clear, but okay, I'll play it again. All right. So you know issue. Most APRC most new Nimbala Uri play même for Doudou Dia album la jang ako Doudou Dia fon Yaya Jammeh disrespect le. According to the lady, ako some of the imanlafika sources on the compromise voice on dole fundi but they're trying to iba kuntun nale the Doudou Dia la fenkol play Yaya Jammeh doya dame according to the lady, not me. It's not say who said it, it's according to the lady. I'll play the audio here. Maybe some of you listened to this audio earlier, but this is a situation, this is a diabolical situation in the Banco Bedami right now. Gambia is in a very sad situation. Let me continue with this audio. Nimo Shifa lebe in the Banco Kang. Alal.
Parce que ñoom landi ñu ne dañ soona ekatwa Guinée so nañ crafeli nañ na tombo sign pa bakar sign dégg nga ñi yabuñu bu bay Doudou Dia moom gannaaw landing rek moo wax de moom yaayam moo wax bam ko jaraan ne moom mun naa waat ne président Jammeh yëg na because of landing moo leen jox go ahead bi ne dem leen sign parce que ñoom dañ soona Friday bu mu wax ne moo nekk balaa Thursday bi ñoom xam nga ñoom Thursday leen sign paper bi si luñ wax waaw balaa Thursday bu Friday bu ba pare nga am Saturday Sunday Monday waaw to Thursday you know boobu la Friday boobu la Doudou Dia di wax nii dégg waaw parce que man ba maa yëg audio bi waaw non non correct na parce que Friday boobu la mun a nekk Doudou Dia sa audio si bari lañ amee.
Wallahi.
Be careful.
Be very careful.
dafa nekk ne ñu bari ak ñi nga dee waxal dañ bañ seen liggéey yaaxu te njaboot lañ. waaye li nga wax buñ ko waxa ñu ngi try lu mun pour ñooyu buñ feeñ si audio bi dafa easy wut na parce que ñooy buñ leen déggee rek ne am problème seen liggéey Doudou Dia da nga wax lu bari Doudou Dia yow wax sa boppa soo déglu audio di nga xam ne ma la wax ne dëgg la si State House am na ko waxal dem nga wax ko ne ko président Jammeh yëgul ko dégg nga teg si ay wax yu ñaaw wax yu bon audio boobu noonu ba amee Doudou Dia yow da nga wax lu bari Doudou Dia yow sa laami bi day daw rek dégg nga moo tax moom xama naka maroon si wax ne yéen nañ xama ndax yow moom xama Modou Marolen kon ndax yow wax nga Fabakary ne Doudou Dia mu may respect président Jammeh ndax yow génne nga audio nga ne Fabakary na Doudou Dia may respect président Jammeh Doudou Dia mu ngi disrespect président Jammeh ak nu mu ko mu ne soo gisee audio ma dog ko dafa wax du gënaawati
déglu lan kii de
dafa war a am pour ma jomb yu bari
it's an allegation against Doudou Dia
dem rek jël turi APRC rek di fa tudda Barrow rek loolu naxar la si APRC astuma si may ñu déglu leneen naxar ni dama ko def ne pour ngeen xam ne président Jammeh yëgu seen sign bi dara si yëgut ñoom ku ñu wax a ekato ji ne mooy landing boobu noonu ki nga xamante ne ñu ne du wax dëgg fenn la ko yàlla mun loo dégg nga moom moo dem gis ngeen de Rambo toogam bi di Rambo moo ko toog APRC militancy please bu kenn dem ci seen xawma coalition rally boobu noonu bu leen fa jege président Jammeh yëgu si li dara ku ñëw wax landing moo tax gars yi di waat ni kii mu ngi waat because of mu ne landing moo ko wax te landing waxul ko ne ko moom ci boppam waxul ne landing mu ne président Jammeh de landing mu def ko ne ko dem ne ngeen saay ñoom day son ñoom buñ sonné duñ ñib si di ñu umpamee di ñoom ñib si ne te ñoom sonni woon foofu de ñoom dañ ñib si lu tax ñoom ñib si woon lan moo leen fa téye waaye this man ku ñu wax landing ni because of ñoom Doudou Dia nii ñu ngi ko jox xaalis Doudou Dia moo ko wax si audio bi comme nu ma la ko waxee rek audio bi neexut si xoli APRC militancy parce que Doudou Dia dafa yebaate dégg nga ku yebaate ngay gis ne moo tax waaye lu bari la wax mu ne ñoom de landing dafa yónnee daf te yónnee xaw ma kan kooku mun si xaw ma fan xaw ma si gaay Jammeh moskom ba dégg nga daf ko dee yónnee si moom mu ko jox xaalis mu ko demal Casamance mu jox jabarami xaalis moo ko waree mu ne ñaari jabar la landing bi am yëpp Doudou Dia moo ko wax si audio bii nii dégg nga landing boobu noonu moo leen wax ne saay neen ñoom ñu dem saay ba léegi ñi mënuñoo génnee fenn audio bi jeex waxul fenn ne président Jammeh wax naa nit yi ñeen ñu saay waxi daaw ya mooy comme la Rambo wax rek mbiri dem élection comme APRC elo ñu dem élection loolu la ko Rambo koole woon dégg nga so xam naa yëfi finance yëfi xaalis bi daal la gars yi di bugg a xam président Jammeh def leen ni ngeen def ma defu mal ñoom loolu lañ bugg a sukkandiku ñoom tamit loolu yàgg na de ñoom tam ñu dem sa Barrow yow nga ñëw kool ni ki ne ko ne dañ bugg a dem contest APRC elo kooku waxul la ne déedéet wala waxuloo fa daanu demee si coalition yow loolu nga tax nga wax am moom léegi naka lañ ko defee kooku ne yéen def leen ni ngeen def man dinaa def lu maal doo leen dem uti doo leen wax ne aka lañ def fundraising foofu la président Jammeh jublu pour yéen ngeen dem def ay fundraising na yooyu noonu dégg nga defal ay t-shirt jaay defal assoc jaay ñu collecte su ko defee moom tam mu def lu moo def ñu seen naka la ñu volonté doole am xaalis dem taxaw waaye déedéet yéen loolu ngeen bugg a gis waaye fii ngeen di fekk ñun suñ xel yi suñ xel yi dafa mut yéen ne boo leen yaakaaree ne ñun dañoo manqué yéen a manqué leen parce que yéen ay ñëw ñu leen di ree parce que ñu xam ne dañu xam Doudou Dia sa gémmiñ bii dang ko wala ordo dañ jaw ni tata jara ordo way nak yow mom sa gemi mo jara ordo dang ko wala zip du di dang jawate a lot sa APS billahi billahi APS de hana APS de ngeen diga everything si kanam tuté may len du di jami ku bona ni tigis
okay mbokk yi xam nga man bu ma doon wax lii ndaw si sax xawma ko waaye Doudou Dia dëggal la nag this is not an attack it's just a constructive criticism he talks way too much yow kenn nekkuloo PRC waaye yow la ñoo nekk di record di tasaare because you are talking too much so ndaw si mu ne da nga war a oodu sa gémmi tuuti nga be careful why the reason why I play this audio fee Gambian Olunkana nying banko di nying mu sifala. That's the whole essence of this program. Malafi Alliance, APRC, Executive Nimbaro Alliance, Gambia, Marawi wants UDP. Alta nyin sifal jela UDP. Alta jela UDP le top official abita be telen na pour moluka fenke. Nko Gambia. Ali responsible leadership jela bebe UDP. UDP le executive very measured. Kabri 1996. Doudou Jabe ñi maña menna inane UDP la mo jumale motaka record ka janjang ma fate kala de andi mo hadama dingol leti bari ke careful banko nyanta dila ñim parti sifal bari mol mel ko imang limit soto they cannot know classified information and unclassified information imalo muno state security iseni mo sifal du ne cabinet and Doudou Dia is among the negotiators. So ning alaman tangala ning ada babaro wina Doudou Dia cabinet minister. So that's why I'm bringing this. So nga samanam from that perspective Gambia carte failal al tentendiro ke albe banko di la munela ale banko di mola adama baro ate fana ma responsible bari ntolo nga fengo fo jang ntolo ka based on facts yalo ni meta jam meta fula adam baro ma responsible adam baro ketatenne I konka nenne o man genen dirti yala Gambia mono na problem oti man nendiro fo ni constructive critique ye mo critique Gambia tatal futata level to sign di amo fo le colère di amo colère de ñi man sa ko nani sa waaw dañoo dem social media di saga niti dañoo nek di blog yoni adam baro ko ñaadi every day ñu ngi politique ñoy saga niti adam munut la wax sax te mo ci bopam de saga mako wax adama baro mo njeka commencé di saga ya jame daf dan saga wa jawara de musuma degan dem si yalla jawara bu nek président mo saga musuma ko deg te ku ko dega tamit nga ñew wakko way fokk mané musna am wa ya jame daf dan saga niti adama baro ñew jël tanka bobu adama baro muy saga niti amone ku ne ya mom niti da nga dul yo kilifa façon wax yoyu do ko wax kilifa wa amna yeen yo xamne wax kilifa daf ko wara wax abo xamne kilifa lolu waxi xalé yi la dindi wol la ngando lolu ya fo ye wul yale fo bari alpha kumbe me yalla ngo banko be la alpha wakalo political platform do wakalo meet the people store wakalo bolon ko na be banko dum address la ko kalu me chief alpha so yalla nim brimeta adama christians la ñene ko ha way ci wo sedli wolu iman la fi adama la ika adama disrespect le mané hadama di ngoni be tonya kan kana mus pousse place tere la tonya kan doron tonya le kan labang imagine bintolu vindicate adama man na e bolo sero adama man misbehave against Fodi Danjo ajuso ala temperament because woman song ay fero bele ke pour Fodi Danjo e UDP jamfa o kay ko ndete UDP jamfa la wo just di mo abita kan balal ngal lamoy party leader la Yamarola. I bring that to the screen right now. I menke Adama Barola.
Ufang di maya marikatu na kudu nyame no. Abakola baboka silo kane. La na kudu nyame na pati okono. Kono hormone bunya ni moli yeje. Mol si kami imanyala. Mol si kami ifok mola. But passé President Adama Barrow de manya men kijego. President Bukoke. Ay Gambia malundi. Ay Gambia doyandi. Avec di social media. Yeah. For dia piano bang. Beta ni tanya kakala pati kilimbang. dia ko ya lombang fo itara patio danya ta tarla wolto dani ta bebe pati kilin ibata jeto itada itadi lambe dame ni la sanga ka fuima inyanta ko kala hormoni bunyale ko bar ka ko ebe mo do yala ka fo ko wallahi mo me yalon ka fo ko ala mo me yalon ka fo ko ala ayata mo men bidla hormoni sutrola abuka mago nya ka fo ko mo meke local government chairman no be jamule ike bulo fen ka fo ko ita tele nga wulu kema woro dila bar mina president adama baro nyen wulu kema woro e kanyin ko dol mel fo dele nga nyindi ak mo bula ko president adama baro wo ko mo bula president adama baro ila deposito as presidential candidate ita fang ma jono mole ya joye president adama baro moment ne be lola dictaire 2007 ila deposito ay fang ma jono UDP le ya joye ita kana lo fi ka ko be bakula ndala nganyenge muna president adama baro ita ya lon tanga lon ikana kendi ngoli afo ita ya lon tanga lon ni mum doti ibe delale note coalitiono si safo yana yo account for monies me ya lon ka ko ya soto coalition dola sai be pobar lo ko kare ko mo bula amman kela kenda yati amman kela fundis yati amman kela kondoto yati kavoko doela national assembly members yolu ila nomination fonko yadi la amman kela kondoto yati ko NRP la fonko candidates la Italia la fonko amman kela kondoto yati ko UDP la diptolu anala council la kondoto yalo muna molla fem membe bulu ibole use kanten ite ya lon tanalo koto nyim kuma kundan sifa dukare nge mane wobula and please treat people with respect nge danila from now on behave presidential
wallahi
behave presidential katu ko itele mun na banko nyati so dunia mo ko bakafo ko mol bijeto le sala ko fi fahimatare la patioto seeing our president behave in such a way is disgraceful. Look at the president here, Daniel. The Kakaro Mania Sifalkia. Ni left a mola. And I invite Control Labang.
Okay, Maningolo, His Excellency Lawyer Osino Nokonadabo, Abi Adama Baro Yamarikan, Ameta Yamaro Didalale, Amanke BT, Adama Act Presidential.
Chers compatriotes.
Okay, sorry.
Situation sociopolitique et économique.
Let me get this out. Sorry.
Dysfonctionnement des institutions républicaines.
Sorry. Ndol kun ngol meda yamar ko Adama Act Presidential. What do morning Adama is very unpresidential and people ko le kamfa. E kon ka Adama nen. Bi ngangol man jamfa. Ngangol jamfa dalde. Alma malu. Because bring Adama be behave kang in base. Ka fode danjo disrespect. Well, ali la moy fode danjo la. Fode danjo ya cool shata nyame ngamera ali ya moyle. But what led to this, we will also bring that here. Fode danjo mbewo fana la moy lale. Ala la moy fode danjo la.
December 4th, mo janta kala politiko to ntolbo lo dula tala nimbam ko kay sene nadam fo badu ma doje ku kenyo ala konte be konton na kayro la baake alma ala yejo
on yimu man lay bo jabanati for the danger will come now.
Danna Oduala Mbal Asola. I am I assure you all as militants and cadres of the UDP party that come December 4th, UDP shall succeed. And succeed, we will succeed. Thank you very much.
Male Jaban no wote Male Jaban ne diam tateng for the danjolo na diam no Male Jaban ne be diam kono alia. I do apologize.
Suleman Fanara Musa Fanara Sai, Nabe Kondo. Hansa cooking with them, some way up in Fonsa Carado. The phone picker and Carado. Carafonsi Masakunda Bondi, and not Nema Masakunda Bondi at Batala. Masakunda Amanata Taranyalo. Masakunda Mana Ataramlo. Ning ablonya abakamola ni misole karanga jambi mobe samuel formodo e kon tena tabela silo mena kono mobe samu ya janya na formodo lo labedo e non de nakafu na patima o man si kam fama
Wallahi
ka man si kam fama e afutara mbebe lo ni ngano do machodo ay bulodi kam wala bulodi kam afutara ma wata ben ay bulodi na ka tambela ay njibe anji am amansude bidu ngana face mask bandi nola bidu mo bani ngaji na ko chairman kay kon na ako ñete mo deke la ministre kay ngam ne kana ministre ako ñako ete la ministre ko kay ha ngal ko dedi ko men fana ngako ministre nga jabi wala ako ñaa ko bana kana yare ko kay nga are ko dedi ko men ngako ministre me kana ngare ko fere ñan dokere dina ko ede ñawo jemi ton ka bor ngako me kana ngare ko ngako ministre antene ministre mo ka tiara mo wo se dondi ako ate men plan na plan njambi ala police ko man ndares ka ares ako nya ha ka pro ndala ka am available ndi kana respect nga jabi wala bidu mo na ko ay de ko ya pro ndala bida na ko ha e bidu la ina ka fi chama ya la wala ali ko ali transo taji ko nga wuri ke wora mo ndeko ndi ko ndela banso wuri ke wora ndeko ndela banso aru e bay ko mandela ban non den sa jabi noji ko sa men fa fane ya faje president saba men dem kunna na kambe yo bana wulta lol UDP party wul kema sa wulta lol yo dem kunna na mi da wata yo le dina wul kema sa wulta lol ni wulta ranyola li diskono na ra yendore hela group na ra yendore na kambe yo ko fo election banda wata ala ya winda bere winda ni kambe ci mota so ma fatno fo segu juwara non saraba non seri kante non akon tan dan dara ngatra so kon na ko kajara joje ika ha ba julo so mo benta ina tan wanda sista yaay ina tan wanda sista sa wala na julodi akoy ko meda janno so on to be jono sai sai bari tum ci wultal lodi yalla fofa na wultal lodi ma wala c'est pas mal dino ko da fale ba na mo da wultal lodi wonno mo da ya bira ba ko ta wultan sabo ni ko da bina wadi man na fendi mo man na ko mo le ko e ni welo ko no jama be nyala ka ba tay wulke mo wora tay on tele passe fa tele passe fo yudi ben de passe ada man tele yudi ben tele ana men fo fana ko ha fana on to tolode ndesi ke dano ngara wulo nga jado fa ngana ngo subodi mo furuna je ko subodi ndeso ke
Okay, mbali wala chairman of URR or for the danjo but until lamba jaila fana maturity men demonstrate with lado I UDP count jam faniko because ni modol they would have completely lost it and he be baro jabilale. Personally, I would have just told the president that go itate kiti bundati. It's an arrest no about kiti bunda mo soto. So I most some I some court because president wala nyanta fango bunyala. Anu adama baro I feel like banko malundi comme lo adaba of nyami. This is very embarrassing. Alkoni mo shifa no to president ya. Asol dung alkon le kaputa bang for alle gambele kon. Because Adama is very unpresidential. I have said it million times. I feel like kango jam vota. Ngani fo sinya jama bantaba. Go Adama man presidential. President fo na be jam la ba bulul fayla. Wo fo is very unpresidential. Ama etiquette soto. Among president nyanta decorum exercise la. Wala na fatu jaw mane. afana diamo alinga la moy
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yo badinga menol talom katen ke Fatu Jawmane nata kani audio ki ali bi September karo tele worowla 10:26 a.m. ka fali ko resign tele ka bo barola government kono ngam fanyo do ko lale barola masakundai ay honorary palace odinna min kita amanke jori palacity amanke official palacity bari bunya palace olom pour ka kala strategist fenkote communication strategist communications and development and in emerging issues ay wo palace odinna bi nga murundile pour ka bo ala masakunda kono fere asulta munella ay ñing ka fo minke ay alliance minke aning APRC ya jamnela patio ala mansakunda pour a decision o kolaya tabake katu
amanya na kole yala de Fatu amanya na kole yala
munu democracy leti ndinga kafama pour as a democracy semben tu yandi bankoka pour democracy si bankoka jihadu min gambe nol tambitala wose taran koma nga page kuto yele democracy na nga makoy nga democracy londa singola defa ngoy lowa singola do ko min ke kan ado ay woke fo jannin sanji lulu kote fo ni mbaji delo akay to do sontala le dol man songala bari deputy leader Rambo Jata na brother Rambo Jata ay afoko APRC la leader lo moti ay afoko itoli min sign wala fango sembo warata nyin kayti doti min be fayam
okay mbari wala la baraka bake ni audio ngamara mo jamala moy ba forum kon le watch TJ I have got literally got 8 minutes before the guest can ask lafita diamo dol fula jam quickly e ko migla e accident no menke ni la mafla ni fula le botaji wala ma ne banin ka forgele ngamara mo fula o mo sababe lopitan kunun adama barola minister saba wala tata Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital kafuta ni mol mamel baramat trade minister Sidi Keita na jaranko abe manya sia bala ni mansakunda. I'm so disappointed with Sidi Keita. Sidi Keita muntuma la dunani government. Sidi Keita can change completely and he is another loose cannon. Abe diamu la rek. Sidi Keita be diamu la rek. In fact, lopitano la birabeji Sidi Keita kamunta katelo health minister. Ite mu trade minister ti. Ite ta yebula Dr. Samate diamu. You manke la domain. Say Omar Faye was there. Dr. Samate was there. The ECOWAS la commander biji. Bari ke do biji dinno men na baramo jawata jebeti. Ala broda biji le ngala neta lo fon sotole. I kamfata man sekunda in fact ya fo minister liene ko. I jikalate bale soto man sekunda la biko bringing accident noketa iman delegation ki kata ngali ajele neta lo sia Facebook kuno. So si solle wodina mol be je lopitano do fa melbe minister la dia mol la moy kan ye ko wolle kumul fonni. Yalon the problem is, you know, me understand. In a model kata delegation of wolf man la fila. Sidi Keita be diamaga, ala make sure you la borol kana manki, ali to Sidi Keita, ite tenku nabang. Anu Sidi Keita ngela diamu kilimoy. Mafala bantaba. Sidi Keita, ite jaranko, ite mandinka dinto, iko mandinka permanent secretarial mel allegedly. Let me use the word. Yeah, information on dinna B. Iko Sidi Keita reko mandinka permanent secretarial member ni mansakunda wala ka adam baro sabotage. Subhanallah. Sidi Keita ninyi ndiamo bodetele da. Then you are a disgrace to Jara and you are a disgrace to the Mandinka community. Nyimmanke si kuti. Bi moyan kola konye ko Sidi Keita be manya me na nyimma sakunda se hunde jahalta. Sidi Keita kata ba fala mole ko pakali ba molu wol fenketa tene wol buka wol bebe UDP. Ite mo forcé la no itara MPP. Sidi Keita ite muntu ma nyimma sakunda. Alkani ministerial muta muneti. And you are one loose cannon. You talk to too many people. bari ila wo comment ni ate tele ya fo because biri moya fonye ngaine ko nimba fola mbafla le ko allegedly ba ma moy ndeta na kaburo dibindi la moy de ma moy sidi keta dal mbafla le allegedly iko sidi keta ko man ninka permanent secretary même de arama baro la man sekona wala ka baro sabotage sidi keta fo man ninka dingoti bari ñu non fan jaw yaati fan na jaw this is not about tribe. It is sauver le ke ban permanent secretary kono yalon for many secretary members permanent secretaries are even technocrats. Well, they should not be loyal. If the political affiliation when you're not tandila. Meje quickly. Ibu nibe lamoy ka maybe a 10 minutes dinner because I have to finish these points here. Then ninna sarek nisa dun kacha kono. Meje anu mena sources all tend to la back Gambia din kendol mele alango jiko sotomdo. Lamin e tunkara. Abe Ghana le right now. Na message of mo bula B. Because ngala number lijante ngala WhatsApp number lijante kunu nga call le sinya fula akana call decline fula nyama ayo accept le but he was so in fact you know sometimes he buka behave lamin etungre ya tele ke managing director of Gamtelti ngamara ni last week lam in fact ngamara contract for 2 years lombang but he is not appointed because ni mun to fo balikara la plan lati lamin etungre ya appoint as a deputy nga fa le ko he will eventually become the MD before the elections. I feel like last week, appointment letter, he is now the managing director of Gamtel. Abe Ghana right now, but Alafuno is roaming. Ikaso to labe dunia dawda. Lamin e tungara memenu struggle kono hunjang. Abe North Carolina. Adiamta janka APRC molu jai ko wolu nyanda resign ale. Lamin tungara bringa safaro ke Facebook. Because he can all Facebook all monitor. Ani molbe diam la different people in Gambia. Se use liben to fola rek ko nga resign ndemanta resign na iko akate be do ko Gambia le atemanta do ko Adama Barrow ate be do ko Gambia le Lamin Tungara me be Ghana be la moy kam ngam message o bulaye bi private message because I text la ko ala falo na jumala ka call abe busy renka intelo Sheikh Sedi la old friend nga Lamin Tungara itele diamu ta jam struggle kono iko APRC mol nyanta resign nana freedom le wotu mon take civic education o host di ko mol member do ko la jaya jamme woluma excuse soto bari bi ate fananko excuse killing le di ko ate be do ko la Gambia le because brinka I resign akata resign ndo fo bale kare kata resign bari woman surprise woman jobos bin sala la broda nde idi la broda alla broda ko ate fonyola afana he's talking too much but I tell her resign bali ya woman surprise but Lamin e Tungara nga message joke nga Lamin ketula meje Lamin e Tungara biri yati appoint managing director yala first of all ay sakula fe la futa dambulo kono kudo nga sea ya ke la Gamtel forum kono katandi ko ibina nyin code of conduct Gamtel staff wol me yanu ko be dokola Gamtel manyani dabla la politiko ye UDP members wol membe Gamtel ibe wole target ka in fact UDP la modo bije abe na executive ya command meeting wala le HR ka won Lamin Tungara doko ni ba kela e nyanta tilin nale tonya civil servant man na openly ke la ka participate during working hours ke ta wo mu lualeti ilawo pour ko loi implement ibe tonya le fasa kan bari Lamin Tungara Prince Bobokar Sankanu memenu jamani jam civil servant Ministry of Information aka dabula politiko kono last week fonga safaro ke birim meeting obe ke kan URR bakadaji ako moliete lamoy NPP lamoto he is supporting NPP but he's a civil servant ndata la post on kay ko be menke ke be waleti nyaka but because aka barola support nada te kelala prison officer me alongo ya muta jang anim barola t-shirt hanisa e ma bay bari something bojang yo bayle way loya dabo denkili so ñun Lamin e Tunkara wolu mel yalon ko ka kelo ken Gambia le jamela molu ko akme ke ñun fanan ko rek ngo ila resignation bala man ta Sekou Sedli tora fenna ni ano en CJ bawo yeke managing director le be wala ñini kam ya soto le say CJ bare tilingo samandi la staffol tema ndenga men ko ngafo enen ko for records purposes nge murundi kangole kan because itele be no strogo kono ñini suntu rendi ko la ko mof suntu ture le dangerous to ñunu beti yala UDP ku kili nom ngala ñu ñande kala lesson lani lati suntu yemo jamale mo ne UDP suntu ture bari bi suntu ture me alonga APRC kala jam Fatu Jawmane me alonga manke substantive holder honorary advisor lo niwo wakil tay resign aman joso to dame atol ga mune batu atolu ka mune batu bar alma resign alma moral alma integrity soto albuka kubuka aldam albebe wala nyam bar siri keita na jaranko ya kulot ilawo allegation ka foko amandinka permanent secretary member adamborola government.
Hello, Sehu. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ibu. Thank you. Thank you for logging.
Yeah, well, for some reasons I can't hear you.
I can hear you clearly, so you can hear me.
Let me see. It might be.
Okay, I'm about to drop here. Rejoin. Okay. Okay, and Ibu Moy can so I will allow him to. Okay, Ibu say Kamoyle.
Can you hear me again?
Kamoyle. Ela headphone up on the water. Ela headphone up on the. Ibu maybe ela headphone has a problem because I can hear you loud and clear.
I can hear you now, Sehu. Thank you very much. I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, we are good to go. Thank you for logging. Thank you for joining. I'll be with you in a minute. So, Meyamaro Mendila Jang, Honorable Minister, the Minister of Trade, for like Honorable Fong, Wolo Sidi Ketari, Alaya Mari, Aya Bulaka Mandinka Permanent Secretary K Tumi, because Bidian Infonte being Kijolem Farah. Abe openly ka campaign, Alna Kato by Adama Baroe, Al Kato Omala rightly. I feel a Ministry of Sports. Only football albenyola. Bakari Baji is another disgrace. Nimansa kunda bele panda. So we have to Gambia on Yanta Mikala. Alenga, let's vote right. Sign nga Ibu Sotolajana, Ibu Lona Lontan TV. Ba Bismillah la European line Bantaba. Ibu Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Sehu, be kontona bake. Mel moilar fanal be kontona in the UDP online bantaba. And men party leader kontona, Honorable Oseno Numukunda Daboti, and in all the executive back home and the executives in the diaspora as well. Not forgetting, of course, a very important brother, friend, Memo Landin B. Sanity. The current chairman and Jara Soma LRR, a prominent and a strong supporter of UDP Mobile on the document. Back on Lambajela. I think this is also dedicated to him because I know personally that he's been tirelessly doing quite a lot of efforts to actually get me on board. But of course, Kaitandalo B. Felejan, but UDP Kolbe. I'm so glad to be part of this family, and hopefully we will be able to work together. Allah baraka.
Baraka Ibu Mona Seniority Crawley. Very good family. Ngala wife long. Very good lady. Ngala family long. Mokende ba. Ndeni lamin kanade personally made a normally prina UDP. Oto mo be GMC le ngamera. Gambia more Congress. My party la Gambia more Congress, but I feel like more bare ma kilimbo ni maya. Nya sama UDP. But it's good. Abemo Gambia leti. So Ibu contanta back UDP chapter contanta back come bring in out of we had a conference call with you under the leadership of Lamin Konate. Ning colleagues of the executive. We heartily welcome you to the party. And on behalf of Bantaba, Mafola Bismillah UDP, you have the same right as somebody who was in UDP from 1996. Forget about this UDP 2016, UDP 2021. because we will always have UDP even 2025. There will be people who
Sure.
will be joining into 2025 because party membership will always grow. So not only already your sense of feelings totally. So issue but nga information on sort of fanang janini ibuka diamu kono adama baro is soldier fulale on the state house. You have got this report Captain Kamara and in Sidik Khan iko reportedly olmu UDP members already will like information or D lawyer double. This is just reports coming through. Ningi manke tonyari the government can always come out and clarify it. But iko ye on the state house. So wali ma wol fanan trust. So but Ibu Zinado ye form for more domain intengelone. Ibu ala expertise in the health sector. So UDP, we are blessed to have somebody like him. Because a big addition to the coming bring announcement, and you already have a membership card obtained, so he's a fully fledged UDP member. Don't be the UDP from Tomando Goldman membership card, so but I feel like Ibu wali na tere kala membership card. Dole be jan jama be gibe jan dole be membership card table. Man for sisla membership card go bulle ba malo. But Ibu,
yeah, so
maybe you go find dabo. Maybe ako sis your mala sister lady. Ñomin ko find dabo member lo former membership card so. Maybe yala ñun dulu ñun da ko ma 15 membership London dolu be membership card ko mo dulu. Sako ñomin ko lo. Wari Ibu bismillah. So me ñin kala men la follow. Ye fam fo mo le demanding. And you want to make a political kono a little bit about GMC affiliation, and then we will take the journey to UDP membership.
Yeah, baraka baga sehu coming kachafulo nyamendro ka tenten di monya ka itandi la ko tonyalamu temu yellon very well. We are in the same town here. In fact, manjam fanyola nga kujama balle dunya konon tol mofulol hanin na dimbal fanam be chokiri nyola nyamenjam. So ite ntam famfolete bari tonyalam problemo lal hanin jiberlal melbe jiberola. Ka domandi fo en defala ko askeno dol bije se borina ko dol kam on social media bari nganon ko bi jamana la mawla o ko jama be kire ne mo jama se lon no Facebook o keje o ke moy bara tara longo mankeje bara bi na raja menna bi wala mo fulo na jisula na kontano ka itande ko nina family dan tanga decision menta na political affiliation yin ko pronouns especially to actually come for the best party of course being the UDP wo kulti melon ko ay so far kontano warata and pareta pour ka do ko ke UDP so nte mbe wulota basé santo sule and mo dindings banku sabatilete ni aje ngofo wulota basé santo sule nte fama bota nyani kuntine bari botun sida jara somale so ni ajibe nyindula sabolbe ngalon ka nyindula betole yemen fo lamin konate mum badi ngolati ate munna ka fanyol de badi ngol bari botun me atina politiko kumata jang wala mu badiya politiko manna badiya da manna politiko na da tonyale kan to politiko lota ku sabale kan tela miralot ando nyin ku sabol wala tan nga ndunta politiko kono political force follow ite mari nyanta kala multi melon ko you need to see if it a political party or political party to for wala agenda ni tala agenda resonate tala for they are the same have they interlink force thing that pour yi kana ka multi melon ko be kala passive member ti yendo cross la baka jene be no party nyin kono fulanja o men kuma ya wala mu but the politics is about making those beliefs, having those beliefs in what you do. It be lata menna isa mune keno para man ka patio damang wala sa kuki no itamari ba ita fana sa mune keno patiway anu mbe alo ko political party yaje especially political party men boko UDP no mu political party wala melan ko lafta ka banko mara anu ne banko mara ben tanyal men kala but domani dronka so many things for us something for myself nsira jara somale fulanjango nga sio men ka jara so nga karon ke jelen taran karata tahir la nga pakale ni primary school le follow attend those early 80s late 80s Naranan to Tahir Ahmadi High School. Most of my colleagues or Jama Babiji, I'm so they are watching. And then we'll find Narana Boto, another clue, Larikunda Jaman, the former mayor, one-time mayor, Samba Fall, Samba Fall, brother, Chuck's Fall, Ola Muso, Muntala Step Momleti, Akuola Moti. They are the Valentine family. I'm sure people know Tijan Valentine and others or mero kafa Alice Valentine Walente Kulu. So I have an aku training. So some people even call me aku Pekin. Modul bi manam fa mu manding quality. Ni ko dole mu manding quality ko no because nga surwa kan fa ko mu surwalet. So wo mu kuti me kumata ba ni aji nga jaxaso so mandinga kan nga moy nga surwa kan moy aku le fa na kulu wan ka aku kan for very well. Without even shaking. So will be another kuti me ko ay ninyil be ka fu nyola. So fale non melbe Serekunda ani fale non melbe Banjul ntol be den tala. So ni kamala nteni fale non tunta nyoko na. So wakola na stay in Latikunda atono na stay in Canifing layout and na step more moved out and menje na koda kudo den sound out. So in interim te na ta finally in tertiary education okay. I went to the School of Nursing. Of course, in Mansakonko, Shechen, and then I was able to actually get it because I was supposed to go to the SRN school, but our results were withheld at some point. So the neutral results will be SRN intakes were done. So I don't want to waste any time. I just want to make sure that I go into tertiary education. So the best that came at that time, I just grab it. But I say the point is very important. Ambition sort of. There's nothing on this earth that you wouldn't be able to crack. Despite that qualification, I was able to work for the Ministry of Health. I was posted in Basse Health Center, but I'm not only 8 months I served with the Ministry of Health. And then because I run a project for MRC during that time, it's called the Sentinel Surveillance. So this is where my typical intervention in terms of medical aspects started. So I run that project, the Sentinel Surveillance project, that is obviously looking into some of the difficulties that antenatal mothers do face at that time. And that project was key because it was sponsored by the Global Fund, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. But I was able to lead that in Basse Health Center whilst I was with the Ministry of Health. And it's through that recommendations, I was able to, MRC, they thought that, look, I need to join them. And of course, looking at avenues, looking at opportunities, I thought that was the right thing to do because I could actually upgrade myself. So now I joined MRC in the year of 2001. In 2001, I joined MRC and I was also lucky to work on the virology department. But before going to the virology department, I was also part of the PVT team, that is the pneumococcal vaccine trial that was in Basse. As a research nurse, and then I moved to Bunsen, headed that research department, with there as the research nurse, head of research nurse, then went down to Fajara. In Fajara, I think people who know me in MRC, they will tell you a lot about me when I was in Fajara, because of course, I had worked with a lot of people and so many doctors, professors, for that matter, from various countries like Holland, the US, you name them. But I had a fantastic time working with MRC because what MRC has given me is actually improving in terms of non-research knowledge. My research knowledge skyrocketed from, I would say, from 5 to nearly 75%. So I gained more interest for research in medicine. Part of that, not branch, is obviously virology by then. So in the Gambia Waterman, I was even doing some lecturing, diploma programs at the GAMCOM Institute. So I was doing a diploma program for people who were interested to come and study advanced diploma at the College of Venereal Disease Studies in the UK in London. That is located in Stepney Green. Because Ning, partner member, he used to be someone who used to be a regular visitor in the Gambia, and he was able to work with me. And together, I was able to train, and I'm proud to say this, I was able to train over 60 Gambians who have all gained visa entries and came to study at the College of Venereal Disease Studies. Some of those people right now are working at the RVTH. They've went back. Some of them are still around, but they all achieved their masters in venereal disease studies and HIV studies. So that is one thing that I do. And I'm presently, I'm still within the medical field. I've never left the medical field. I'm working with the Term Officer Scientific. We are, and I'm also proud to say that we are one of the originators of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, which is obviously the COVID-19 vaccine. Predominantly, I spend most of my time, if not at work, even at home, doing research. So, in a nutshell. So.
Okay, abaraka bake ibu. Iko jaran ko be mani iko be angale kambale fola sisla be toje ka ko ape be angale kan fo kambake. So Bari la colleague dole fana mi jande fa dabo ako yinyanta lon nale base MCH
Right. Yes. I know Fadabo Atonyala. We work
CHN
together.
Nos. Yeah,
CHN Nurse. Yes, I know her. Definitely. She's
you
right.
know her.
I miss her though, but it's glad
She's
that
a big
she's
fan
also
of
watching
Bantaba.
here.
Yeah, she's a big fan of
Wow.
Bantaba.
Brilliant.
UDP supporter Lala Fanan. Thank you so much for that. Biography about yourself, yeah, how ila career, how so saying I don't even in GMC yeah, official position holder Jebang. Did you hold any official capacity at GMC Priven?
Well, official, I will underline that word. The reason why in Combo underline the word in any organization, as far as I'm concerned, there should be a hierarchy. Male, uncle, and it depends on the people who are part of that organization to know whether they're going to call certain hierarchies official or unofficial. As far as I'm concerned, personally, if you ask me, I would say yes, I was holding an official position in the sense that the position that I held was a position that I was nominated to and then identified, selected, and nominated by the people in the UK. And of course, that is to be the UK chapter president of the GMC party. And that was not the only thing. In the diaspora, GMC in general, the executive fund feel I should have actually hold the position of secretary general. And to say, I served with excellence during that time, and then actually propelled the GMC party to the limelight in terms of most of the diaspora people, because I think a lot of people followed me on social media, and then GMC, and I've got very good working relationship with the party leader of GMC. He's a brother. He's someone that I respected and I hold very high. He will tell you that we actually parted in very good mutual respect way, and then I think that's the best thing to happen. Yeah. And then I will say it today. I let it be in records. For cabinet resigned. My official resignation letter, I didn't share it with anybody. I kept it with me because I just wanted to give that kind of respect.
Respect to him and the party.
Exactly. So because I am someone I don't believe in personal attacks. I don't believe in showing off. I think is irrelevant. If Sehu is a great person, Sehu tafala.
Absolutely.
So yes, because the party leader near the Ebola position was crucial. I was holding a very crucial position, and then of course I spearheaded and helped in terms of a lot of fundraising programs.
Yeah.
But
Abarga bage Ibu, thank you. Wo kumaya ta bakele. Mo nini molwe kafukiling. Ningal natata different direction. Abenya ndekela kulu en horo mole kan. Because ibe GMC kunu ni nata je ko be GMC la kuma jawol vola woto UDP kol bajela woto nyinde yara fa alaman tankala na bota UDP fana ta padi UDP fana kuma jawol. So that is something that mol ka nyina jelale. So wala na ko tammite ni mote ma kunu ethically just keep foni azara misal ve anata amari as a public domain il africa clarification okay, that's okay, but metantul anonde fana ngelon even before you join UDP you can have bantabala you are a regular follower of this platform and we are tandiko ye open mindedness in politics ibe fan confined to ha ndebe GMC la platform le jibe la warante so ye open mindedness on ko comment janne so we are tandiko you are more about Gambia. So imagine eventually you are part of us. But now, let's come to the main thing, Ibu. What actually triggered any big decision there? Because even in GMC, a big role, and respect being honorable my party tema. Ekada mokuma about GMC diaspora. So money decision of Fonte, how did you arrive at this critical decision? After the time left the join a UDP.
All right, thank you very much, Sehu. Very important question. And I think to answer it is very easy. In terms of that GMC, when a resignation letter I prepared and then sent it to the leadership and the party on the 23rd, I believe, of March 2000. or 2019, yeah, 2019. It's over. It's 2 years, few months now. I've been sitting down, involved in active politics. Me korosirola. Na korosiro ke andung. Let me make one thing very clear. Say, as keno modul sa miracle. Okay, because name one of na friend ye kachas to le banta so come na tinteri malum. Kabra mo enjoy the UDP akonye ye promise position jumala. Kai no kai no kai man promise position la akonye because even on daming even men kanje mo bear on ko you are very well, you are very good. Kai na understand na appreciate but in water nicely and no will honey be body abenti male. Konye position jumala for the kai and left a position ola. So maybe I'll make this very clear here for the records. Yeah, GB, and then left a position on. I think I should have gone to where positions are available at the moment. Coming.
Exactly.
Well, I would have gone there. They all have very close contacts with people there. You know very well. So, but Manta water. And then, of course, the Barrow Media Empowerment to bring platform on Bella, maybe in records in the video. I was one of the daily contributor there. Myself, Lamin.
Oh, you got contribution to the Barrow Media platform.
If you ask Lamin Tunkara if he's watching, he will say it was absolutely right. We were together. I still have messages where we plan in advance.
This was when? Last year? Or?
No, this was in 2000 and late 2017 to 2018. Then the UDP party, of course, we were all Barrow. I would say Barrow didn't show certain signs of going the other way, if I will use that word. I don't know what to actually. I don't know what.
We were part of UDP Generation Talk Show. Named Max Jones.
That was Max Jones. That's right, Max Jones. Yes.
The brother said it.
I used to be there. So you know, look, yeah. Okay, take it on multi-man. I like wherever I'm saying, nka make sure go. I don't want to be doing things, man. Tomorrow it will come down to haunt me because like if I laugh for young, but I was part of that. I was part of that platform in good faith. All right. But I realized at some point that the platform, the way it was going, it wasn't actually fulfilling internal expectations. So the good thing that I can do as a person is just to leave, but not to even tell them I'm leaving. Because I don't want people to see me as someone who is trained. I don't want to, if I have strings attached with someone, I will safeguard my own part. But if I realize that I'll move on. So what I get on. So just to say, to go back to your question, because we deviate a little bit here. Niaje Nata decision also could join with the UDP party. I personally looked at the party. I read the money, the party's website. I like policy currently. Nancy Saho
is trying to do an inquest on you. When was that? Because I remember 2017 Menon UDP Generation Talk Show. So Nancy was also part of our messenger group. In fact, Nancy was a very big troublemaker for me at that time. Nancy would blame me for everything. So she used to give me a lot of headaches. So now after Alonako, when was that? Because it's 2017 therefore. So were you one of those Max Jones my friend, you know? You don't have I don't know. I don't have an idea who this Max. I don't have an idea who this Max Jones is, but I remember the name. Yeah, I don't know Yankuba all our names, but I don't know what I tell Max. Yankuba knows me. Yankuba, okay, I would say Yankuba is a friend, is a brother, and in the way that I will go back in terms of it was never meet in person. But we do share the platform before with my senior Kinte, Tunkara, Sakoba used to be in the Gambia and all those things. And there have been quite a lot of I think about 3 or 4 shows. 2019 2019, man.
Maybe.
Yeah, 2019 because
maybe
2017 was among new separation of monkey. Baro Media platform of former exists at the time. It's only after 2019. They lawyer Dabo Bondi, because lawyer Dabo Bondi vice president 2019 when things went bang.
Okay.
You know, now long sign divorce completely. So what more in other Baro Media until Botajo and Bantaba got established, then the other UDP TV media got established, then we all went separate ways. So I'm about 2019 and made my because that time Lamin was trying to build up a team. Yeah, understand it.
Yeah.
Because I entered trial to try to get me on that Baro team. I'm on the Sotono. So maybe they reach out to you.
I was actually in it, but I was actually in there. So, but I don't take a cruise back, and I don't want to be. I don't like cut 22 issues. I don't want to be trapped in a place that I feel I'm indebted to that place. I wouldn't have that opportunity to do what I need to do or say what I wanted to say. Bringing up the platform was not actually serving the purpose that I personally came in to join in. I decided to move out. And look, I have to be very honest with myself. To put up a plastic face, to put up some kind of a face man, Ibo, I think he's ready for this. And all of a sudden, when I wasn't actually ready. So, one of the reasons why I went. But again, thanks, Nancy. I think that's a very good one. But again, like I say, dates, I'm not very, very good with them. But it could be 2019, of course.
Yeah.
By the way, so the UDP party, to make a decision to come into the UDP party was very easy. So, after reading the policies and following the developments, Lamin has been a constant, and a constant visitor. He's always here. He will speak to me, and then obviously try to convince me. Okay, look, like when the time comes, I think the time is not still here, but let's allow time. And meanwhile, I watched you, Sehu, and I will say the Bantaba. All right, say what you want to say to Sehu Sedley. But when you come to the Bantaba, you are very fair, and I like that. In fact, I was in GMC, and I will follow the Bantaba. All right, and some of my GMC colleagues may have been in GMC before, and some of them have left since I left. The likes of Bully Kamara, he used to be part of our secretary team. And I think he's also joined UDP as well. And ML Fati, ML Fati Warrior, that they call him now. He used to be my PRO. You ask ML, he will tell you a lot about me. He can speak a lot about me than myself. I can tell you that. Because the kind of developments I brought to the doorstep of GMC was huge in terms of social media and everything. So, but when I look at the UDP, I was like, now is the time. But I say, I follow like political affairs and political developments at home a lot. All right. I have an uncle who is serving in the borough government before, and he's still serving there. I can say I listen to everyone. But now, I realized that the current administration, they are not serving the purpose of the Gambian citizen. As far as I'm concerned, and this is my opinion. Not at all. Amantraka. Because Ninko Ngabanko Falim, Intela Miralot, and Intela believed. In 2016, Gambian all started to the polls to make a change. Have we effected that change accurately or properly? We did only one thing. In fact, if it's 100, I'm going to rate that change to even 15. 15 in the sense that we only saw rid of Yahya Jammeh.
Yeah.
But say all the others, nothing changed. In fact, men are absorbing surrogates or through Yahya Jammeh's supporters, coming down and giving them, blessing them with those powers to actually govern us. It's an insult. Not about Kalama Franco. There was this coalition that was being announced just 3 days ago. I knew about it, very much privy to it. I said, look, as people despite we might be far away from the Gambia, in this country, as professionals, we are serving this country here. We should have been better serving our own country.
Yeah.
But say, when never join into politics, I believe in one thing. You got to be in it to win it, or to even go closer.
True.
Nanto Kombesila at the periphery and make change in the Gambia, I'll be actually doubting myself. I'll be fooling myself, not fooling anybody else. I have to be in it. So William, one of the reasons to go, the only way that I can be part of this process to bring or to usher in a better Gambia, I have to be part of the political arena. And so I am not in one way or the other, even close to whatever regrets that I do. I have served in other political parties before, and I serve with excellence. But I'm here now in the UDP party to make sure that the service that I would do would be effective too, and not only effective to change the UDP as a party, but to change the administration in the Gambia right now. And we're going to work together to do that. Because Nyanamur is one of the biggest recently. I came to the UDP party. And the for any other thing, I'm not looking for any positions. So you and I live in the same town here. You're not professional in this country, working in the scientific field.
Yeah.
You don't need to beg for positions. You know that.
Yeah. Ibu, one Lamin Conte, ako angali futa in Jara Soma, ako wol ye nyaton kaya soto je ako abe Daniela ye wol youth soul samana UDP. So you're on never. Do you know you have control of some youth in Jara Soma?
I thought in Karo somehow. I mean, I don't know, and the way you take me, you would tell me what can I bring to UDP as part of your questions. But Lamin Content he's in London here. Yes, I come on. I participate a lot in community development projects.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to be pompous here. The evidence are all clear. You go on Facebook, you Google Soma Angal Futa Medina Youth Development Association. It's an association that I set up myself. All right. It's a registered organization. Well, it's registered with the Antogenous Chamber. We have a bank account. We are running series of projects in Jara, Soma, and Jara, respectively. I spearhead it. I have a link with charity organizations in the UK. They sponsor this organization, these youths. I have a football club there that personally I sponsor them with everything, jerseys, you name them. Tonyalam, I have very high number of youths behind me in Soma and in two parts of Soma, Angalfuda and Medina. And I know that they have reached out to me. Kabriya Moilumena political alliance announced with UDP. And I'll tell you, predominantly, it has all been very positive. Those youths are already behind UDP. What they were waiting for is for me to pronounce that I'm in the UDP. Whatever party I go, they will follow me.
Bingo.
Because
So what was actually
you
have already started making your mark immediately join the UDP or funding all me and Jikitela. So Wolfana now they subscribe to the party. So that's good. Nganyin si fale ni Nina Tareke mo jama samana and you have people behind you. But Ibu, love la saying a menke Iko UDP la cool cross la UDP la presumably you must have read UDP la manifesto, the 5-point agenda and all that. But I love the make a comparison ke. Baro BJB as a long president. Sanji Lulu, Iteko ila Geroto, Barola pass rate is about 15%, which is really very, very poor. That's appalling. Coming target solving cent, itela Gero ke coming, so it's a Gero 85% of target on month and mid year. Dismal result. It is already Barola. So lafide meng Tandijang. Your comparative analysis ke jang. Ye UDP la cool nya dile vis-a-vis baro betaka nya dile membe ke come from governance, corruption, responsible leadership. I bet you must have had barola the embarrassing act I mean ke URR but I fully done your confront all this but let it yeah cool analyze because like you're different about focus I'm sure bring moduli ibu join the UDP Ibu Nata, maybe a promise Palasola. That's something that everybody goes through. It's not only you. When I joined UDP after 2016, they said the same thing about me. And all the other people that joined. So, the same thing with Holy Dibawada, Rajo into UDP, or another Palestinian. The same thing. People say that. But that's Omon Doleti. That's us, Gambians. And I keep telling people, I think we should leave this notion, because if you are in Europe or America, for you do okay, well, like self-employed, because you have to get something to put food on the table, right? You are a professional here in the UK. So what is wrong in looking for job in your country? Why? May run to all get out to the back door. Okay, Ibu Samba, Dulato Mealanko, you are in the health field. Probably you are not in the field of finance and accounting, probably. So yes, Samba Woto will run tele. But Nimbi called, okay, Ibu is the director of public health in Gambia, and you have the qualifications, you have experience. Why not? Why should that be a buruhaha? But anyway, let's move on. Well, I don't pay attention to some of those things. People will always say, but it's up to you to prove yourself to the Gambian people. Because like I said, some of us would have gone to the Barrow Media platform. You would have stayed put in the Barrow Media platform, and all that. But that's neither here nor there. But Barrow is disappoint Munella. Bake, may ya tandiko ite America UDP is the solution.
Yeah, okay. So thank you very much. In fact, to just answer that question, I will piggyback on Yemenfo about maybe Dawoda in terms of especially citizens. You want to definitely look for work. You got to work to earn. If you are a patriotic, in fact, if you are a patriot, you need to actually look for work and serve your nation. That is part of the responsibility of anybody, man, who is a good citizen. So question on you, I become bother at all. But it may like I say, is somewhat melancholy. Is a friend, he can tell me this. But I'm sure people will ask the same questions. Because maybe you are a professional, actually against the PMA, the British Medical Association. But obviously it's true. But look, I would like to serve in the Gambia one day. And they're proud like that one. Okay, in terms of Barola achievements, if there is any, there is only one I will point out, of course, getting but in fact, will that be an achievement anymore? I doubt it, because I think he wants to bring him back. So, say what is setting yourself on your own foot. Baro munekeja wolamko I akong ngaya jame bondi ako sa lafta ngaya jame murudina, because the lafta la ngatra nga fili ko nga biya jame murudina me jame la mul sotola le pro is kato fay no nyame and then sergeant set no jang. So Baro, when we came, Gambia, when it changed, we have high hopes, including me. And if I say we, I'm included in it. So, being media on the health sector, because, like you say, I don't know much about economics and finance, despite doing economics of the GC O levels. But I don't want to touch about that, because it's not a discipline that I specialize on. But so there's nothing in the health aspect that you will come down and put me to task that I wouldn't give you the right response and the appropriate strategy for that. Gimbanko, you know it. Gimbanko kabalu on policies. You must deliver them. They must be smart. They must be achievable and realistic. And there will be a timeline for it. You fail in that, you answer every process. You answer a question, why can't you achieve that process? So on the health sector, my baby, what I mean by that is maternal and child health. For the past 2 years or more, I have seen, heard, even witnessed very despicable and dilapidating maternal and health sector in the Gambia. The former minister Omar Sifi, if he is watching, he will tell you, these are people who I worked with. Ivan Coker. They will tell you, you go to MRC, they will tell you what this man is telling you is true. I've witnessed mothers dying on the labor bed, on the hospital bed, during delivery. I went to Summer Health Center in 2018, 2019. Kabinao trip here. I went to I just say why I do this. It's a routine. It's something that I just like doing. Even if I go on holiday, I will visit a health facility and I'll go and, provide my services. This time around was a turn of Summer Major Health Center. They call it a major health center, but I still call it a health center. Even I'm not even sure whether that capacity is right.
Yeah.
But I went there and I found two answers. So this is absolute eyewitness account. Those two antenatals were supposed to, they all grew to a time that, of course, they are due to be delivered. They have to, they attain labor. They have to be. Most of them are about 6-7 centimeters. I'm speaking now midwifery time. So you might be struggling to understand what I mean by 5, 6, 7 centimeters or so. But I did an examination on one of them, and I realized that one is actually ready to deliver. We had only one maternal bed by then. And let me thank the UK Jara Association very much. You might heard about
it. More in the local languages. Drift into English. Some of the technical terms is going to be very hard. We have to listeners will follow you understand, but if we can balance it, maybe.
Right. Okay. Musukona mafula. Ntado no leave follow water. I realize ko wolu ibeloptano because ndika menke wolu ntara leave follow. Nga time tala kata aloptano to another kele killing of flat. Ngataje. Mfana nga menkara ngano ko Gambia nga follow wolu to. Iko mo nye taketa boyta. Yesano tombong. Ibika sano damanjibe taketu like ko fana jibe. So Gambia la munta yati. Jambi jamkaito le bembulu jandingo munji ya bembulu. Banense me nyaaw nya jambe Gambia la kano woto palankono no. So nenda leave wala ngata ka futalo tano. Iko so munta la do koti. Ndanga tingol muta Gambia le tinjamalu ngatomal soto. Ngati moto kala ngati moto mol kam melian ko be sare to kan ibita ko leptaro de mon fotano ben moto bay kan on my way ngati moto ay wuluta mol be kala so tim moto manga kuti mena ko leata tebul so ntara ni leptano do mo soma mejo haltina ni yembe soma to fala ntara je anu kabri nyin kata ngamus ko ma fulol men tara je nga understand ko to mo la me musol ka wuluwa kan se ho kilin dorona beje baro kilin men fana beje no fulala nyanta rajede baro kilo mo fana bejenum is ala donation ala state benyame
nyingara sanjumale ibu
this is around 2018 mafon 2015 16 mafon kata 2015 fon 2015 lam nyim fon kana main four story men fon this was in 2015 because wala mo na trip before last because after 2015 mutaje in 2018 so let me be very very clear with the dates now. So you kabra keda muso ni kabra examine nga understand ko at one of them ayanta wulula. So because of Laram problem we lost one of them.
Oh my god. Listen.
You know weighing that has hit me so hard. Nga feel ko ning ayatra nyinse keno Gambia hani sign. Iko muso among wulu no because one no sol dol beye mel beye Emma midwifery karang. They just try to help. And then that's what nursing is all about. Now do table you improvise as a nurse. We see all our traditional birth attendants. They do that. What is known as cross infection. It can infection possibly cause sound because the easiest way sound kurangola is through that. So but say kabrin keda na feel ko maybe ni mekala one of all but kabrin nata nan ko na o tripla. I think if Kebalam Sana is watching nabo about for ko nada wana men UK Jara Association form wada men UK Jara Association ye kujama baleke o loptano to be tim modula ni muso la wulula bi ala la demaro ngame laran woro bi yele sign.
Oh, that's good. That's tremendous.
Say when you be able to community develop, community advance. But the government near in Kafundi on the more kunkilinal be in Kuzibal Tekan. Masakuna Yanta Menkela, na Fulola Carola, Purka Dundi in Jada Kenda Bundaro, Nemandra Dundika Barika, de Sunya. Say who Jada Kenda Artificiano la Bankokan.
Oh, no.
Adama Barola Masakunda Cabrasita. Ikunga Maiko Silo Doku. Silo Katina Tingo. Nabe musola loptanoto ito ko sila di mala do ko ay borna o sila di ma kay na loptano do amana am to kendo so je ala di ngona tabam ito sila di ma me do ko way mun na fa so musoy
na fala
ya famle flan jamo fanam dindi wol mel fon ka bang ngal nako mbena ni wato men yin so ko na yan na statistics ol dol jibenu bari of late nka Gambia la statistics ol jibe back especially na maternal and child health in terms of morbidity and mortality al hekato mala mbo fala mande ka ngoto nyame fu mande ka kam bar ngala wala mo courant ning satol la karola ni dindi wol ni muskono mal la ko ne ata correct al hekato de namam correct bari ni ajibe watso non sew ntela ngo jindi le to the lowest level to latilo la wato membe do ko wala no ministry ani kambe Gambiano dole en commande ja konyoko mune falinta jata kende ala karola kabra tol bijang anin sign ngai men falinta ko ngai folo man sakunda men sida man jata kende ya mamu ama hati ye jata kende ya ka fendung woto ya ka politique rangolet kombe ambulance tandila tansabadila ni Gambia la ni loptane karela abita dawoda political katara ko maseo political jata kende ni politiko dunda kono drom e bet ñarol ka
tonya
politiko ma ñana dun la jara kende ala ko kono ñim sate mol e be bang e mantre bang e la jata kende amu itam masa kundala mo ita kampur ka jata kende adi o mol
wala wajibo la woti
woro ñanta katale masa kunda membe sirin amon fenne ko do sew and I'm very sorry nakoto kele mu minister
Dr. Samate.
Nakoto kelom kiankolom and then ntala believe kabarasi nata bare ata benung sisa abes tamo kon la ajel RBTH ati yalo no membe je Dr. Samate ndolo ngatra je lang nay do ko ka bare Dr. Samate membe no RVH bi sew anin Dr. Samate membe minister yala
e falendal
o mo suto ni tiloleti
really
andu be mo de fala wolam ara baro fon president baro ka men ko ma ko muna ka fo nyaari la fon kañ la leen dem bay bu ñu waxane wante exactly c'est vous kañ na wo pa ñu fresale bari ni akide so man ko de mol tawnte aka mol baka ñu suute ñin kamala bibi ndaka mol lo melan ko Dr. Samate mo start friends with it we have it in the field but what do they don't speak to Dr. Samate because he's not going in the right way. He's left his role completely.
Dr. Dolebe Buya we are too for nyina tala ko he was at he's very good maybe the balon about be health feel out again
Mamadi Cham
Atalom that was Cham
he is a friend he's a brother abala thesis kalawato mela kuma kundu abala thesis kalawato men in the UK he came down to the Gambia MRC intervenu PBT wato suto on telega at kanana ward to children's ward and then that's why I set Kasamba to the pharmacy this fat jang fat jang ala pharmacy because MRC used to have 24 hours electricity ala thesis bacon not le so Mama Cham knows me personally yes
Mama Cham na very good kumole mo ala koto on inte malong not so memory of hard. Things were done very good. He's a professional. But I said to Ture, there are not a boni. I ain't bite samana. So bite in a memoir koto, he turned out to be the worst. You got more member got dogola, tell Dr. Samate mislead. You know, Dr. Samate from worship. Come here, Molgata system of Konekela bosses all of them. So that's why I asked because I owe somebody beyond it, but he called Molo Melango, he is very good. So this is the thing, systematic failures. You put square pegs in the round hole, run people in the round hole. What a problem.
No, Twanyalam, absolutely. Mamadi Cham, on the record, speaks for himself. When he was director of health services. I wasn't privy to work under him, but I worked with him in Mansakonko. Mamadi Doko. Mamadi is someone man uncle. Y'all need into health service delivery. So I would say the health service delivery starts from a very the lowest echelons are the most vital and most crucial contributors of health service delivery. You don't talk about directors in health service delivery, all right? but you should talk about the nurses. You should go down and even talk about the orderlies.
Exactly.
Because in health, paramount among everything that you will discuss, even English, so o menka fitaro ka aya saneyandi wala kumada ka tambi di directors la director mayo long wala the best director
Yeah.
men nyanta ka nyatum kaka mamadi mo sifality mamadi doesn't look at the doctors but mamadi looks at the nurses first. Mamadou public health officer today. He started as he was one time a DPHN on the public health officer so the command. But Mamadi loves nursing.
For records, not a mental generic. Mamadi long. Imagine Marto for remember the lot of Janiva Miralako, he is part of UDP, what number praise because Gambia political side is so polarized. Barola government officials, they do follow these programs, and right now they may think, okay, Mama Di you didn't Mama Di Malo Molcon from Mala political affairs. But I will say things as they are reported to me. Imagine Mojamalaba Fokam Janko, he's a good man. But Gambia government, even Barola government, government, New Banku in Keno, they like permanent secretary Sisao. I praise him. You know, he's a good permanent secretary. Well, Bondi agriculture. Yeah. So I'm just referring. Left to clarification of a disclaimer like that. Ntol malong mal so kanamira ko maybe UDP call wala because saying Gambia aleta bula norma. Ale have okay you know this government right now for the rotate. So let me make that clarity here. I don't even know this Mamadi Cham Malo maybe Ibuyalo never into Malon. So I just want to make that clarification because Gambia is saying na political dal dafa doy war.
How sad is it, Gambia? Well, why did we get to this point? Man, man, you are absolutely right. It's not Mamadi long, but I know Mamadi, and the Mamadi in Kai. Why did I know him very well, his brother? And then Kavon the UDP or Martin Mamadi the UDP. Let me also make that very clear. So I think it's important. It's important that Molly understand. Look, Gambia is one nation. And then we have all crossed paths one time. And then Badiani or Tiria or the Bonolan Tema. Different political parties support rivalries here and there, but we cannot be enemies. We are friends. Nena molu bantan to lekata annual bade woto. Nena nga kuduls to leka benje nga jubilate. Bari banko tanya na mantra takanku. You know, asikero ita sonda la betaka nyame, but ita sonda la betaka nyame. And bruka ufali na dobije we go apart. And be. But Wokumara say, well, thank you very much for making that disclaimer. And I think I will follow that up with that. So so say so Jada Kende, as far as I'm concerned, is in fact it got worse. Because one time
Jada Kende ba tamanika wo mete nyabo dal. Wo mete timma. But maybe you can help sector follow la ni be do ko experience oje. Kodi jamale ka dum health sector. In fact, Ministry of Health after education, it's look at the highest budgetary allocation. So all these ministries, education, and health, it all comes from also the president's office in terms of budgetary allocation. So, but with all this, maternal deaths. But recently, Dr. Samata Moi, abediamo ako mereka foko musolmen ka bantino to Gambia ako be selekana ako manke tonyate ako Gambia got the lowest in the sub-Saharan Africa. I will for ako sub-Saharan Africa net data GB ako Gambia more than ka fatimoto is got the lowest. This is what Dr. Samata said. And go, wow, what planet is this guy living on really?
Exactly, very good question. And then I will also say one thing to pick on that statement that you just quoted from him. We are not here to compare ourselves to other African countries. We want to compare our data to our previous data. Exactly. If you want to be fair, to improve. You don't look at what Senegal is doing in terms of the outcomes of the results make us. A decade ago, the health service delivery in the Gambia used to be, let's say, 80% successful or 90% successful. But today, we are just 20, 30%. That is abysmal, to say the least. Name the comparison scholar. We need to go back and look into why were we so successful in our health service delivery 10 years ago, and we are not now. I would have expected Dr. Samade to be fair to Gambians and to be fair to himself and people serving within the health sector to say, look, what have we changed that has got us to this toll? And as someone who I expect to be a technocrat, he should have looked into it and say, look, you know what? We have done this and that and that. We've changed those things. Why don't we bring them back? For example, are we having problems with our PhDs, our primary health care? Is it failing us? I spoke to nurses every day. I spoke to people who are OICs every day. I spoke to people who are doctors in the Gambia on a daily basis. They are my friends. In fact, of late, 2-3 days ago, or a week ago, if you go to RVTH as a patient, you got to buy gloves before you are seen by a nurse.
Really?
What is that all about?
You got glove.
Why do you have to buy a glove? Why do you have to buy a glove before you are seen?
Wow.
That is a basic need in health service delivery. It's a right for every patient to be seen without a risk of cross-contamination or cross-infection. Where do we have to go to that low? Why is Dr. Samade trying to compare us with other African countries or other countries elsewhere? Let's make comparisons of our own failures. Where are we? We need to look internally, not externally. Na muneke mealonko amantra takang anyama. Never service deliverer sehu. All right? Those are the parameters. Those are the parameters that you look into. Health service, you cannot cut it short. You don't cut short health service because safety is involved. More safety, more tanko, equally follow into everything. What in that? There are certain ethical committees. MRC, they will tell you. MRT, you got to go to ethical committee to get it approved. You don't cut corners with health. Right now, whatever Gambia, the amount of funds economic for Kakana health service here, near 4. NECO just say 10 million for the first quarter. Say, well, that 10 million, what we can do into our health services. I will tell you, 60 to 70% of that is siphoned into the private pockets of individuals who are supposed to deliver those monies. Why do we have that happening?
Yeah.
Why is corruption very endemic? In fact, I would say more than that in our system right now. And people are proud to do this. They don't even hide. They do it broad daylight. They are so corrupt, so much so that they think it's normal. Gambians have seen corruption as a normal thing. They think it's a daily bread. You can just do it anyhow. Until we change this system that is there right now, we wouldn't go any far in fighting that. Corruption is a very, very, very bad illness.
Yeah.
So when you but the health sector, any government may help prioritize. And this UDP government, because when you UDP government or no other, I've looked into the 5 points again. I don't say I'm going to come over man from our platform no. Because near policy GB, a policy that is deliverable, that is achievable. Ndola taro nyimbangu kan science sanje tanning fi mon. So mole ben call kan no sorry.
Yeah.
So near GB ne policy member deliver la no. Neo Karan Ecolon. Because Ndala Jibe wrote, covering our 5-point agenda Jibe, I cannot actually elaborate a lot on word by word, since I read it. But Ngalonko, there are KPIs that are going to be put in place. So that's the key performance indicators, they will be flagging up. If a particular area or particular sector of those strategies or policies are trying to be problematic, they will be reviewed.
Yeah.
And then maybe project deliver, or you want to deliver on anything, you got to have those mechanisms in place. So Kumala Bage, Kabino strategy health service when it comes to health service and youth employment and all those things, they are deliverable. And I know that right now UDP government or UDP party is in fact engaged in that, actively engaged in that.
Yeah.
We have the technocrats who can do the job.
Yeah.
That is very important. Like you say, it ain't about love with internal health. I know I'm you know, my field is in the health sector. It can somebody finance. You don't expect me to deliver there. Number deliver for them funding mode nothing but a man come back corruptly. Yeah, I don't know Maria Lonko. This guy is an authentic in this field. As a coco can or yantabala kalama. Because I don't know that area. But name somebody into the health sector. Yeah, being it maternal and child health, being it you know, other health sectors like either, you know, orthopedic sectors, or going into virology departments, or going into microbiology sectors, going into any other sector, like I will deliver, because those are the areas that I know. So you got to provide me with those that opportunity to serve in those sectors.
Yeah, but what Ibu, love you in Kalamala. One problem out. Here we got a well-qualified surgeon. Along a life bake RVTH Edward Francis Moore Teaching Hospital. In fact, Beria appoint, it was widely celebrated on social media. Oh, this is one of the best appointments, because to be honest, Gambians sometimes we are naive. Jump quickly. I didn't celebrate Dr. Samate's appointment. I gave him time. I sat down and watched him. But because he was from the hospital, he would deliver. It's just like not all footballers are great managers.
That's true.
All right. Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the great managers, was not a player. So it doesn't mean that Dr. Samate bought Lopitane, I call on so. But one problem why we have some Italian Baylor, you know, ins and out of Gambia health sector. Presumably Dr. Samate knows too, but Munatina he cannot deliver. Italy.
Well, so I think, of course, until I meet Dr. Somebody, like I say, I'll now more point out, Dr. Somebody used to be in RVTH and the Dr. Somebody right now, there are two different Dr. Somebodies.
Dr. Somebody then and now, completely different.
Yeah. I think if he tries to go back and be the Dr. Somebody who was in the RVTH, he wouldn't be serving at this post, because he would see that he's not been able to excel in his role because of problems. I'm sure he's encountering issues, but I think what I have also seen is I think he become immune to those issues. So he got them accepted by himself.
He got
and that made him
exactly. If you can beat them, you join them, right?
Well, so I would say that is the case. You just nailed it. That is definitely the case. Because Dr. Samate, when he came out, you remember when he came newly, when he was a newbie into his post, you know, he came out and then pronounced corruption, some form of corruption within the...
Yeah, he started pointing fingers at the people.
And people applauded him. Like, oh, Dr. Samate, we have
they applauded him.
Who would point out corruption.
Yeah.
Who will point out corruption. He will say it as it is. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right. And what people expected from there was Dr. Samate would say, okay, I've said it in public. Nothing is done about it. I'm out. All right?
Exactly.
You don't see that. Yes, so you don't see that. But in an ideal world, that's what he should be doing. That's what he should be doing. I expected that. I don't think that.
Brayo Dimaxol, Samba Kota Dekle, State House. Adama was very unhappy with those remarks. And in Dr. Esepture, maybe near, if you look at the chronology of events, Brayo DMC Fafo, when in COVID-19 Tembeda, I remember video money bottles Samba Makati Square, Square, I said to gave a speech there. Dr. Samati from Gare Walalo Diamo Konole. Kavo Molmen, Kavo corruption, or blah, 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 blah. So they were completely displeased with that statement at the time. So Kumani said I was a Briabo like imagine a rhetoric falinta. All like that. So Adama was very unhappy with Dr. Samate. So Dr. Samate go to Mola and resign now. You understand?
My brother really disappointed me. I have to be honest. If there is one cabinet minister that disappointed me, it's Dr. Soane. I didn't think that he was going to be part of this kind of a team of wolves. Obviously, I think what they should have done, what Dr. Soane should have done, to, proudly, just say, you know what? I am a qualified surgeon.
Yeah.
I run my own private clinic.
Yeah.
All right? I don't need a government position to propel me to any kind of
He can get a job anywhere in this world. A qualified surgeon in Europe, in America. He's marketable.
This is the point.
Exactly.
You don't understand. So when I don't go, he succumbed to it. I saw that corruption making. Environment nga be sign. Oto melba be la ngetu je abi. Simple.
Imagine Yaranga brother from behavior man, CD Keta. Mbala kumo foga before you join. CD fana.
Mo je moy fan join ta yeah. Mo na be kiri.
Yeah, mama be me je foga. CD la ma conscience da bages. Yalon to la nyimul CD kumalefone katela for but anyway, it's an allegation. So mama ya dala. CD is blaming
then I think
allegedly will like a baro sabotage. So somebody called me today. I'm going to say who nyanta diamale alla jaran ka prola kola. The CD is overstepping his bounds on ning ala silo ning abi overstep kan kay mone fo akonyo ko CD ko man ning ka permanent secretary melbe barola go wala ka sabata inga ko dega nyimbota CD la nya so mbeje I connected doctoral connect because before yo fonye don another source told me abe lori lopitano to abe wuri can you imagine ite manke health minister you are trade minister biringo economic la ya nyimol men faten more
that accident
put attending defense minister and health minister it minister sawa but this man Melville the wolf from Warotale because CD was all over the place instructing those people I'll make sure just ka fongo tandi so o mari ko nyuka ko bala la jaram ko fannere yamna nyima mo nyomi bang am fo nyomi ko bang but because this jaram ko buka behave time notice nga nyomi ko le lo nyi si fa
actually
but you have to remember
CD has been a very good diplomat. Malo what has gone wrong there because as far as I conduct more men on because diamo nyala diamo man sia. I kabra position yinta.
In fact,
kabra position yinta.
Yeah, falintale malo nyi minister ya mune bijede. Malo mune bijede. But jama ba bijede minister rek. Ika yele male falakas. So malo, I don't know. Malo mune be minister ya to but CD fana falinta mulu bulle. CD ketala ko inde jahali ba.
But as it is an allegation, I hope it becomes false. Let's CD not do that because he's like.
But you know, for you permanent secretary, for nani mandinga permanent secretary, wale ka barola masakuna sabotage. So it's sad. But now move back to the Jatakendela Kuobe Nyame Gambia B. So it is based on Jatakendela failure dama yati now. Ite ala mero to way adama barola mansakunda atin la momanya na karto dila adam barola mansakunda
outright so adum mandula do forma me na da jara kendera ko when it comes to an area melonko is less spoken about and I have actually visited sites melonko they support people in that and that is mental health disability and mental health people who are disabled and people who have who are under psychiatric care. The head of the psychiatric department, Tanka Bakari, he's a personal friend. I know him when I used to be in the Gambia. He's the director there, actually. He's the head of the Tanka department. Bucks, he has a great connection to people who are ill mentally. But I don't want to say this on air, but I can say one thing that that place has gone down the hills. It has actually
Tanka.
And basic medications, basic medications for people who have psychotic problems are not available. And let me say this: I'm not saying this because I want to put Bakari or Sonko in a problem in any situation, but I do know it, and it's not true Bakari alone. But Nalnoko, Nena the disability la side la say the disabled people are the most marginalized and
very
forgotten
marginalized,
in
neglected
the
in
Gambia.
Gambia.
They are forgotten. That's right. They are forgotten in our society. And near Mira be the disabled people, because people see disability at home as complete inability to do anything, to function in any sector. And that is a shame. You and I have seen how disabled people are given a priority, they are given a voice, they are given,
Gambia building
they're
should forward
empowered.
disabled requirement
Very
or
good.
disabled access.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. And that is something, man, uncle, I hold very close to my heart, because I have actually work with people who are disabled, even in this country. And I'm part of the charity organization that looks after people who are disabled in this country. And I see what they do for those people. In fact, I've started now in the Gambia, Mobility 8, Mobility for You. We are running quite a lot of things in there. So in terms of community, providing mobility like wheelchairs and all those things. But what the government put any kind of subscriptions or whatever in terms of the budgeting for disabled in health, especially disabled who have trouble with their health? Nothing. So elderly na kebalu. We know this year, okay, we have got the COVID-19. The government's response towards the COVID-19 pandemic is abysmal. It's so poor. Ndanga be do ko la danen ko nga fanyana. Na do ko la ane Oxford na AstraZeneca bon. Na AstraZeneca mang safe num. Se o ndeni tata pengo kala num jam. Ben be pengo kala anu manda wala kabere ye pengo nyindo samba Gambia. The government and America want to embrace that injection. President, I'll give him his due on this time. That's like Pengo based on political reasons. Any other reasons, I wouldn't be able to communicate on that or comment on that. But in Alonco, I'll Pengo at least I take. But whether all his cabinet members did, that's questionable. And I'll praise my brother here, Mohamed Jah, for leading by example. As a leader, I make sure our TV crews and everybody, families of QTV, got all vaccinated. But that's the way to go. But actually, I have got people, family members, who are fall short because of the COVID-19 for one reason or the other. They are contractually, and some of them didn't survive. I feel that the government failed those people.
But Masakuna for COVID seriously, even the president for matter.
The amount of gathering during the peak of the pandemic by the state. Kamwala national resources star motolu ke fuel kata yayo la ko ba ka munekang pour ita kunkini nafa.
Yeah.
Kurano be kene membe janjandi abe mul fala. But because it ebe pressure yala. Sembo bebul. I do not know for you from. O wato la mala fo atara ya on fa pareda e ka pareda on me ka bina COVID-19 restrictional do abol install la back. After doing the damage. So niaji no say I believe fanko the Paro government. All right? Tonyato ya be ngi wato men. So I served under the Yajame government as a nurse. The do ko nurse yala num mbota ye nga do ko with MRC. But nga jana kenda je abenu na nyame no wotumo. Moli commitment on men sort of jara kenda la ko hani the former president. Baro more commitment on sort of jara kenda to me. Namara jar baro never success de la say on one thing run no. Wolo mu atefango aba fang entrench nyame into power. Abo kan lungolung. We all know that. And then I know one thing, ngan no go together, then sit and a cool karang. Mbalong na loko, Jara Kenda is not the only thing, but go into the security sectors.
Okay, thank you. I'm only question on Yininka. I think it's a technical question. By Yininka, ako after previous yan. But before nga okay, Gambia Women's Lives Matter, a peaceful protest organized in Westfield. Nga 25th of September 2021. about 10 a.m. to 12. Eco t-shirts and face masks will be available for everyone, plus hand sanitizers. Everyone is invited. We can end it. So Gambia la musol la kafo musol la life matters la come ni ibu be kata men na jang musol men ka banti ko mbalen chamo la kafo nyin kata bin sala wol mi yale do kafo kono iko be balamba yale kala bari kaira balamba yalo mabanke riots, the peaceful protest. Constitution ye wo symbol di Gambia la puto na camera September korotin moni lulo. Gambia no nak al funti because ni protest oketa Gambia population of almost 2 million. Pour que 10,000 people will find you from work problem. And you know, men nothing more bail and a father BG. It's a non-political movement. You know, more imanta party fasa kanjang, Gambia musole fasa. So thank you to the person who sent me this announcement call. Let me try this. But question on me, meaning, somebody, one Adi Ture, I think among Picho Mantaraje. But can you please explain to listeners the difference between a person with mental illness and one who is disabled without a mental illness? Ibu. It's important for people to know. Ako puye nying fatam fanse moriye. Même difference o mome ala mental illness so some me kura nying ani mome ala ko ate disabled tale. Ay lanjuro sota bala without a mental illness. Ako ye nying ko fatam fanse moriye.
Yeah, I think it's a good question because more jama more mental or psychotic problems more associated with once you have a psychotic problem, you are not able to do certain things, and if you are not able to do certain things, they believe you are disabled as well. But that's not the point. I think disability is in various forms. Ndafta for them. Hekatu man on fara ta angale kan response da them, but in bakar nga mande ka for da maybe man ko ma farant. Da nga man go for mande ka wal. Ne ko moment disabled ta abe asifal shata. Physical disability bigele mulan juroti ngole mam betea fa bulo mam betea so for wanyala mu for there is visual disability that you couldn't see, hard of hearing many anonko tulol beke moyno those who struggle to speak as well mumune wolti and all those things will be bigele disability la karola do be melonko comment to learning best part of the world. If you have things like double knee surgery or so, or even a knee surgery, you could be classified as a disabled person. More big again, because munat na iko disability in this part of the world, wala mu ake ikakole ya koso taka kodol ke melon ko mol melon ko inverted commas they are normal. Inverted commas, and I did that on purpose. Wala mu moni anko ito okay no la. I told wala ko okay ito okay no la. So for example, ni bega tamano ifangoye. Ego sula fena membe tamandila membe friendla from one place to another. So wolmu kulet mela wolum disability, all right? In as much as disability is concerned. Many of them have mental illnesses. So there is a lot of people with mental illnesses, but I may bali fena. Ibe cool kekang, ibe tari ibe tani nakang. In fact, they man some of the highest offices. In Inata ntola jamma fonla ni even Gambia, I'm sorry that is the case. Yeah, mole amera moment nya mara drong I fano fai o I kuro fai o abe yaikan bolo bebe noring abe kela bun kono so wole nya bolom nya mara wole someone mental illness do be mera ko they have mental illnesses but they are working, they are in the offices, they are doing sports, they are doing so many things. All right? So mental illnesses mukulete mera ko ne mari yo soto enia the appropriate care so the makoro men kender memmo the right makoroti imani se jano. Now, mental illnesses dole phone name my Jamala Bije. We know that Murje Melanco they have schizophrenia, Asperger's syndrome, will be Kurang little Melanco Molkeso. I don't know dementia in this part of the world is normal because it comes at a certain age at certain time. And we know that people have a lot of mania disorder and all those things. Jamabalomi, Jurumolomi Tabana. Or mental illness wallet. Usually the mental illness, as the word implies mental, it affects illa psychosis, it affects illa brain. It has more to do with your brain, whereas maybe your left hemisphere is not able to send impulses to your right hemisphere. I can't do the science corner because none of that going to for whole lot. But it they're important.
Gambia na melia nyi sort of molke fongol jutuni lale. Gambia fong hani disability sort of moli ikete bondi moya control fenkol to raja. UK na ne home secretary sort of jane David Blanket ne alongo You know,
Yes,
I think
I know.
Italy used to be the Home Secretary.
Yes.
Yeah, understand. But the Gambia kaje ni mo disability soto wala ngi tole ka foko wote hani place kuma maralan kam fon imu hadama dingol leti kom hadama dingol ti nyame. Yeah, understand. Anu nga wala ni awareness like that me ngal health sector. Probably the UDP government na nyanta ni awareness create la pour ka hadama
We
dingol
will do a mental health week. We will do it. Yes.
Ajibeja recently unfortunately NPP, you know, very nada jang iko your false allegation ka mo bijang diaspora adingo la mealanko way disability so ko la netalo sia kawo mona wo nyanta ko yeah you know aware of that ko mula da dimolati ya la netalo sia that they went that low and that shows that you know mo manyana you know elekla NPP because you know la political phone nota muna ni momo was a disabled child ta ko la image say jumale fo nyanda carte o fo le patio ninde be NPP lungume na o sifa kete lebe bolaki just like being aje ko NPP la barema balle be bokam because of ni APR Ibrahima Baro la barema bol lo be America te in fact ngama forum jamale create Baro pia announcement o kele akabota aram Baro la kam Fatou Jaw Mane is gone Kijera membe Holland Kijera for resign so walanna mel ka foko APRC ni Baro la alliance Baro election o win ñu malon dynamic so Baro la ñing be Baro koska menna because Gambia radio station all ibu radio station all be your lines all yele in 10 callers long 8 or 9 be they are against this alliance so the public reaction towards Baro and is this backlash on this so but back to the disability now it is very important that more senandi more ka jutu Gambia ka more ka jutu lanjur tolla ibu it's very sad
Absolutely. So that is the fact when I'm talking at lanjuru tolu so in the Gambia unfortunately more became more fonti do bije more ka lanjuru ne je be lanjuru ling to ya feel ko te la hada maya fon atete bala and tangaje lanjuru tol melanon ko ni dara taman la so sede ko na marso ma fon le lanjuru tol traje o tili kando kono ete ala ko
o mansa kunda la failure mela kuma kundu mansa kunda nyanta wala wo ko men every argument ita lo jana molka sarangri yalla ka dira wol kala you see jang ite be jan I don't need to tell you this young disabled children are looked after yalla wala nan tolo ngam ko fo ma daji ko fo because jang more men dinol me yalan ko ye disability soto man sekunda ke properly in fa wol ka men soto nyin mel yalla men disability soto wol buka soto because they need more support anybody Gambia ike bula jele ike topoto man sekunda fon they don't even talk about them because they are call fon
na wala be se wala be caring coming ya fa nyama exactly ndeka kukil na mira ne na Gambia yo tili kando je to be tili kando ko be tama gesi ngola remember de o tilo be kandri nyamen ibe parala ngadi yalla ko tilo be kandri ani membe kuruntu kan duma o mana kando kan o bere kando la ni mira wala that is enough to tell you what you should do for that person hani atra you know the least you can do is to give that person something me anonka ba ala academic ko kuruntu banko da ba protect la it's enough nema will share di dola yulam ko ti me anonko mansakunda kendo ke ngene jibe me mona kenola na banko dingole mona mula suroti bi and in every society in the Gambia every country a different society in that country abe kuma yala wako society ya support soto yalon ko nin ko yala te kan o sulo na te kan ibitano mentole pour ye makoro soto no nema sekunda même mo provide no ila banko dingole you have failed that society you don't go to melonko and I'm very sure with the UDP government we will have for an awareness level we need to create this enough awareness about disability and mental health. Haritura made a very good question and I'm sure she's not the only one member you question on in Ghana mo jamal bije ya mira fanko coming out nyame I even have more melonko there is no need to name names today but now more melonko sewu Bibi Amari is working in one of the banks in the Gambia. There was a time Omari in fact I will say 7-8 years ago ya city babu ngolokono yeah say this is not joke I'm very serious ya city babu ngolokono ya julota ya city Even after this, it's just because of all confidential issues and then
No, we don't have to
I wouldn't have to. But but what you wanna nage? Nte on my way. Nga taraje nga bondije nga samatankata.
So manana
that guy because I sonda kura so no wato tonya. But it will yala sonda kura you found serious ndile sewu.
But why ba city la ba bungo kono? That's the
because he could funta kutole fire kutofinga so I'm coming I get to embarrass and all those things. So yeah, city black killing. Yala na so kono cool draw.
Yeah, I know. Cultural.
Unfortunately, because of the awareness, but again, so among the awareness level that man today, they don't see any other place without support to help that young man. So they took decision in their own hands of what they can do. It will let men know it will like. But it will let men know if I like. But this guy is now working with one of the banks.
Wow.
He's working in one of the banks in the till. And so it tells a lot about the Gambian system, Benjamin. Unlike this place here. Unlike even Senegal, possibly. So you know the man uncle important the bag when it comes to Jada Kendala Kwa. Nyantaka JGB back. But Barrow government is a failure when it comes to health sector. No so long.
Security, economy, governance structure, we can go on and on. But all feel red mark as Jamal. But I call Atalon the president, Atemo president of the roads and bridges. Barrow for roads and bridges. Tola walla sign. From Tola walla Manasi Nata Kasiluluning Bridge law.
Seriously, no, see, I don't even know whether I should laugh or cry, to be honest. If you have a president, that is not good sign at all.
Yeah.
I would have expected the president to come out at the beginning of 2016, 2017, when he came to power, 2017. The roadmap Melandi. We are going into the presidential election, general elections in 3-4 months. Near P president car and I roadmap in Melland they be a Kavangan be achievement for Kavaka I achievement. I would have associated myself with that president more than a president who will say, the president of Nashilon named Bridge or
the Mola day-to-day
survival. So mala fi duna wol dol kono bi gonen dunda kono bina ko modol fola skene wol dol kala man ngala ko balu bi se o sakana wane kana moto me alango ka jama ma koy right amanga fam fo kuti ne ka jama ma koy se o e mari balon lako there has been a big shift in the number of people you used to help in 5-6 years ago and in the number of people you can help beat it all. A big kolia. You know, we expect them to remember Tamadula, the amount of calls, the amount of texts that we will have. And people may along you even expect that they could have make ends meet. They are struggling.
Yeah.
They are struggling. You know, and that is really, really sad.
It's very sad. Ibu, I will take some calls. People more ago, you know you have a question for Ibu. Or some of the Mealango, you have any questions for him, please? I will take a couple of questions. The lines are open right now. I will put the number that you can call on the Karinja. You can pin the number. I can do it myself. The lines are open right now. If anybody have a question for Ibu or general question about Gambia political, I have got the first caller on right now. Alaji Bambo is calling. Alaji Bambo.
Anybody have a question?
Nyo minga ya bula dukare kakari call ke for lambo platform auto. Okay, bismillah.
Yes, I don't have a question, but I have a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Imali, Akondonya fay ko alay bambo Italy. Na
No.
Like GMC. Formerly GMC. Huh? Ya saba UDP le bari ma yal be na ta ben parti kiron kon. But it's better late than never, isn't it, Alaj Bambo?
That's right.
Exactly. So what I want to say that is a man with the correct and and he will do a billion job in UDP. I believe
thank you.
And he's a very, very diplomatic man. And because we work together, we know it. We know each other very well. Yes, because I thought GMC England chapter by president.
Okay, Abaraka Bake now another caller. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Fadabo Nyominko is here. Fadabo, you're on. Walaikum salam.
Yeah, Fadabo, Mbare Muso.
Asset balebe mol buldana ta debate la mo buka bo indi de na de section na ba te MCA kele na ka jamal lel ma bari wo time mo ntol content le campagne ko mandin no sol la
bari alon jarangolo ntolo kay ntolo we always
mama di cham amantara party to de wote party to nu ni ama ibe dala le fanale mama di mudu kula le tindo amansina mono
se bari ngajele ko mama di so nyomi, is that true?
Nyomi albreda
ya bal mala fi kal fan ni bo ala ba
no albreda ko le mo 100% ngolo ne bire ani ene karoke
mama di very professional mo jamala mo amange mo kilne ya fonyede mo jamala ya fonyede but why would Mane be more ken the Siva Bonilla director like a five Buyam? Ngalongo Buyam for is part of Gambia, but Natra Tumando he's still heading the overall health. He could deliver there better, but he has some of Buyam. And Ungameka Buyam Hospital on you for a transform it because he's doing yeah, well done, Mr. Cham. Well done.
Baramuzo, Baraka Baka Fadabo, Nkai, Be Commander, and Farmer Taylor, and Farmer Taylor. Thank you.
Ilama Ibo is talking to you, Fatu.
F, Nkai, Baramuso, former Baramuso, be like, say what Baramus Montabi in Nanak. Na do waka nyoka ne bari famo kera bari inshallah kan akilo be nyoka
bari ma yal
bari de kontonye bari
school lem tanga tarabase again bari
I know
kulalem de
the kulalem good
the kulalem don second school la product kende bale fana mude.
That's good. Thank you so much, Fatu, for calling on. Thank you.
So UDP is another asset.
But yalam kukili yalam men jahali. Dino Haidara la kumo benakande. Yalam Dino Haidara ya fo membe kirine ko ni election kana si mo Jamal lebe bola nang NPP yena. And I look at it's happening. Fatu Jaw bota jele, Kijera bota je. This borough in America, so do you know how the kumo feel?
Yalo ninkonga jaran kol mala modol kati nambuka jaran mano baralla alla sidi wokali watamfata wala
sidi fa onde waji wala fo jaran ka properly mate bam fay ñoom ka connection okay abaraga farba thank you Musa Sedi.
Thank you so much ibumbe konton na ni mbara baake family
thank you Fatu baraga baake kontante la kuma kam dolla baraga baake.
Okay, I will take Musa Sedi from the call can the callers all the callers again the moment question also you have a comment for Ibu Wali, please you can call in Musa Sedi call back Musa bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Alaikum salam.
Then brother Kendo ni yalo ko another asset wala nataka join UDP mba welcome la back. Mba fola na brother domanda be tarde la nyimo kende sifali bebe mol bulu be daring at the corner.
But ibu bantali nunda kan akunum banta wale faka comment le all the time. He even though amanda UDP but I can participate back telephone.
Ani abe UDP la abe num korosiro la moto Gambia min mantara UDP. Nimo mo lafta bankola nyabo tala. Ye UDP la background on today. Ibe tarla UDP le. Either direct or indirect. Abe UDP.
Yeah.
But I find baten to la bake. Ngala program ol na moyle. Nga moyla to kuma sifa minul fo andu ngay kuma fo about Dr. Fenkema. Minister in Tondifa.
Dr. Samate.
Dr. Samatema. Kununi mo fanambe kachala akonye Musa nga Dr. Samate Milong when he was a doctor. Akonye minister to be. Akonye is orange and apple.
Mbado.
Ofana wole fonye. Akonye ko bari akonye ko I don't know mune Dr. Samate afalinta tenti nyame malo. Akonye ko ma understand. So bari nyimo sifal be banko minka. Imaja min for jako. Ate banku don la nationality so. Bari ala heart and soul is for Gambia.
Yeah.
And you know Gambia no mumela be mil be diaspora.
Tonya.
Adama Baro kon tel mil mu ba feño ba feño.
Ndoro ba feño le wa bonde la je December 4th inshallah.
Ndeka min for moli e tro wala mu nyinti. Let's forget about other people who nga focus Adama kan. Tel nga do ko soto le nyanta min kala. Nyim felenta nata. Bi ni mo le problem soto about na health issues all. Se nyim do nyinin kanol de ye mako nga audio daga nga janjan. Kaitan di mo la ko jape kende nyanta tamala tenne so nyinul nyanta mako la la background kam mako do kola. Afai mba welcome la back ala mobile a nyanta wo charge dal de because UDP ni nata woto ila batiro kampane ya charge ya charge people will be telling you if it duale bawo ye pampole che.
Yeah.
So is most welcome.
Thank you. Abarakaba.
Thank you.
Malang double call. I called earlier. Then we will have to Nametambe Ibubulala Sarodi. It's coming to it's 23 minutes to 10 right now.
Yeah.
Then Malaya call Kedron then Nema Malan Soto. Malam Bismillah.
Yo, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Sedli ne kontom bake enena broda nyeng membe platform nyinto.
Ibo.
Program nyin kumaya bake. Franjang kontanta bake abota political party toto anaka kapu UDP. Kontano nyi wata bake ante ba tan bake la. Fulanjang fanata fanam bota area minto bako NPP fonal ko UDP sembo so de foi na minister buke de no foi ka fu moli tarin ke dron so wakata ku al halu min abelare wo nyama min te dal apan sala kata ku ngin la fa dal wo bamba min bije wo sala fa dal
yeah
we kumala fulanjang ning lafta ni ata yelon di so de ya ko ni jube kanto sa mbuka mo da wala mo revising court ni mala ba al haraju wala sa ida
yeah me ko diam la malam abaraka okay
thank you.
Okay, I've got a caller from Italy. I've made a few times. From call somebody from the US. Let me take the caller from Italy. Caller me Italy. Italy network will connect. Caller me Italy because connect. So malam for either internet or bang. But you are not connecting. I will try to call you back and see if that works. Then we'll call somebody from the US. I think I found my health sector. Caller from Italy. Hello. You'll have to contribute, Lale.
Yeah, have to contribute.
Okay, go ahead quickly, please.
Okay, I'm Mr. Sedi, I'm control now.
Embara.
Yeah, I mean, you guess, I guess you are not correct.
Yeah, Lon. It only. Bagar Sanya. Okay.
Bakari, Bak, say Nyadi.
And I don't know Gambia.
Yes. Ndoma baraka bake. Kaya baraka. Ba nyomi kolom nak sew nyomi kolom.
Dio kay na line nyomi kolle fare nyom.
Kian kolom ke baran le kian kolom.
Okay.
Because of nyomi kaya nyomi ko because of kian kolom.
I'm content about giving I Facebook like UDP. I was very, very happy, you know.
Oh, jamale kon tol bela kontan. Tol bela kontan
Yeah, comment that I know who think I people on neck everything.
Yala capability
Ngala
lon ne.
potential on ngala what is capable of doing. Ngala be sama UDP.
Yeah.
So ma fala congratulate. So I'm bad thing obriga call kadum.
Bari yalo fenke ni fo dino haydara ko ni election ko mo jamale dina UDP maji ibu wol benata la min jamme wolu ni Ramo Sabale wolu
you know you count them.
Yeah, you know Omar Sanya wolu, you know these men nata kunu atondi fam the combo south jabam mala jabam yeah wol be nata say wol be nakande de sa dino ay dara la ko mo be tonya ay kande
Yeah, sure.
Inshallah ni kay Gambia ro kay ci gum be je kay sa fu nga foga de kay gabaro ko men man jaraka moy tamu ko bal comme Gambia lam fo ci jamm na mo le bar Gambia kay politique lo baro political social floor commit amia nga manya nakala balo ko wala ñi ko ba UDP be de one like jaw nga alliance avec APRC yi nga moy révolution di kanya bar comme Gambia non la na political majorité bo ñawa ka de man fu de place nga fa mo America mo ne bu mo ne bra man ke beji parce que mo force pour que c'est que si ka bol ka singa kam pour ka mu le awla saro ñawa inga UDP wi no de bayla be wala mo be na UDP mo wala ba bu jala gol be
okay apareka tangi sa saga thank you
Bucks mbenyo wala nyaado thank you very much.
Thank you. There is somebody calling from the US. For America, Thailand, for Canada, long for US, long. Somebody's calling. Caller. Canada, long. Idrissa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Canada.
Yeah. Ben Kodoma Konton welcome.
Oh yeah, it is.
Welcome people, and then
thank you.
Question in
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the man doubt sort of, but maybe more from Fanabella Moka at the
Mm-hmm.
If we made an many question on men now, well, because to love you know the by law, you know, the Abbot Alan
Inshallah.
You did be that Vino. Ma didn't know the by to look and running for say one up when both take off you. I let them want that will come with and you know, I'll keep it out of UDP. I don't know for it. But make the well. Ibu, are you really ready? Real expertise. Ini anila londo nila long. Kasamba nye Gambia yang karandiba.
Thank you very much. Without a doubt. Sorry, go ahead.
You are on Kotonya and say UDP for UDP moves to remember Karandila na Fawala Jata Kendea. And I became every now and then. I became being again Dakala. If I don't level. That's my question, please.
Thank you, Idrissa, Canada. So if we go ahead, yala question on Javi.
Abaraka baga, idi I remember Tonya Panin Ndoma Fanta. I told them colleagues say. And idi la question is a very simple answer. Follow ni another UDP. Man sika sotoko ne alana la kila sonda. We will be the government in 2022, moving forward. And I am willing, 100% committed, for Mfanana Londo Membembulu, I remember, coming na expertise, not knowledge, not background, to take it to the Gambia. Like I say, despite being a citizen in this country, Gambia no lamuntate. And Mbela fela pour que Gambia, kata ngana expertise practice water and help others kana Gambia sambanyado especially
wale from Sulala la back than here because Jang there are so many
exactly Nientol name right now say one thing mafona diamo I'm doing a research degree right now on clinical psychology. That's another added qualification but ibaje lako ningo bang nentata Gambia There's a more marker, so near psychology, mama, is basically going to be sticked in order on psychology. Psychology and in psychiatric, they are linked. Well, I'm mental health for my because I feel it's been left behind. So, but yes, it is 100% committed to go back and serve the nation.
Okay, thank you. That answers his question. So, Ibu, thank you so much. Mbe also mbe kuma kilem folaja. Alman's secret law. Ibu's wife is a bona fide UDP. And that shows the example of more family Ibu's wife. She's a kunanko mwati nyaonya. Maybe mama ila sabe domoro for now. So, but atemu bona fide UDP, but Ibu be no GMC atebe UDP, and this is example like political maturity at its best. But imagine ate win rock, imagine someone I do UDP. So I'm sure we have to applaud her. She must have contributed immensely. Also convincing you, apart from UDP policies, but she has contributed, and we want to seriously thank her for doing that. But Ibu, on a final note, I'll give you for you to say your closing remarks today. Thank you so much to everybody for the questions. And Ibu, also thank you for your time you created. Nalonko Kebalang was supposed to be here, but he's bereaved. He was supposed to join the interview, but hopefully we'll have another opportunity. A busy man. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I said she's my sweetheart. You know,
he's right. Not cousin love, not cousin sister love.
Like farmer. Okay.
The farmer in Namero, you remember seeing young, backling fackling. Farmer Susu in Namero. So I told you I'm not sweetheart. But say I would have to thank, of course, I just say the way, like you said, also my wife. She's contributed immensely. In a way to convince me to be, to join the UDP party. Lamin Canada Martella big fan, Lamin Canada big fan, number one fan on wife. So always like a wife like you.
Lamin Canada someone Alzheimer for
Alzheimer. Yeah, I've so yeah, Lamin Canada like fun. So no wife like someone
who's a very jovial person. Lamin.
No, it's fine. So Abaraga Bake, we call on Ulula Tentu, Mbama, Abedjan with me.
Mero konton.
Aba moela benye program bela moy kanjanne
afa UDP support de campaign yote mero konan apra dua ke bake ba dua alfa dua buka boy afa dua na patio de afa na sita
dua la patio
na mero konan dali ngala bella me ga fa nga adingo ba dani kan na salitare ka dua pour ñu election nga gagner yamo patio
abe dua ka wala
gola aussi
be dawoda afana be dua la nyele ka do en kanule ka kanu dingola mo en kanule sa dua la nyele dua la patio yamo for a final word so bari si o meta ka la moro meta be mol be tendula be jela ba falale ko ala malen nal be so kairola ñing kata ñu kontaan ku baati ka do ngalon se ñing interview ameta nga kuru bari buton wato be kasoro den
wato time wala be kasoro bari biyo kay image
we mbatandi waga bari alhamdulillah bi nga keno kayra kono nga bankare kono buton jama diamo lon yawo nya kena nyaw be la tentura la bake ku kendo fota jango bota ala la buton fevel nasita je o muntul fon la hada bari na solti be ala tentura wo kam bake pour ka tananno bari be duala ala fanan anin mo kendo la duwa kan anin Jara Soma Lola, follow Hormok and all those things, Alpha Nimal and Nawula Nimal. Neko will in 2021, December 5th, let it be UDP. And then we want that UDP government. Alamale Besola, Alan Kilabaro. Long live the online Bantabaso. Thank you very much, Shehu.
Thank you, Ibu Abaraga. Good night. Family be control. Take care, brother. Thank you.
Abaraga, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Mbadi ngola baraka ke wala Ibu Waliti, UDP member in Crawley, na brother Kendo, Biatha special guest on Bantaba. Thank you to everybody. Mina program of Kumfala, the Science so Puta. It's 11 minutes to 10 in the UK. We've been here 2 hours 55 minutes, and according to the computer. Martin Tlabaki. Just closing remarks on Nancy Saho, man of the program of Jibekan. Ila friend Tofo Balikari is also in Ghana. And in Lamin E. Tunkara de Ghana. Why is Ibrahim Silla always traveling with Lamin E. Tunkara? So even Mansakunda, they try to NPP nice. It will let us know Spain. For Spain, they travel together. So now Ibrahim Silla is also in Ghana right now. Okay, Iko, thank you so much, Bob Turefer. I think I'll have to read that statement here, but it is not all showing. I will have to read it from my phone, and maybe I will look at the group's UDP statement needed on the UDP statement needed on this alliance UDP secretariat. Iko, let me read that. Eco United Democratic Party on NPP LPR alliance. The United Democratic Party is not surprised about the widely reported agreement between the National People's Party and the former ruling party APRC on bracket Alliance for Patriotic Orientation and Construction. The UDP strongly supports the principles of freedom of association, including the rights of political parties to forge alliances as they see fit. However, we believe that the NPP APRC alliance is born out of expediency at the expense of the Gambian people's aspiration for justice and reconciliation. The alliance demonstrates that President Barrow has no moral qualms, no understanding or appreciation of the raison d'etre of the democratic forces coming together to end the dictatorship of the former president. He lacks the empathy for the many victims of Yahya Jammeh's repressive rule and the sacrifices made to usher in a transition to democratic dispensation. Just like the constitutional review process and the Johnny Commission, President Barrow has proved that he has no respect for either constitutional or legal processes established by the Gambian people for justice, peace, and reconciliation to prevail in the country. If the utterances of a key stakeholder in the alliance is anything to go by, then in blatant abuse of his powers as president of this country. The president has put himself above the will of the Gambian people by undermining the TRRC and again showing that he has neither interest nor respect for the outcome of the TRRC. We caution the APRC supporters and the sympathizers that this is just gimmick by President Barrow and his cohorts to seduce them to vote for him. He has no power or intention to deliver on his promises. He is not a partner to be trusted. Any person or institution that takes President Barrow's promise or pledge does so at his or her own peril. Ordinary citizens and victims alike have been understandably flabbergasted by the decision of President Barrow to forge an alliance before the legitimate process of the TRRC has been completed. President Barrow's lack of political will to implement recommendations of the proffered by the Janet Commission, the Farabak Commission, and the Constitutional Review Commission, as well as the concerted efforts to derail the adoption of a new progressive constitution and to undermine the TRRC process clearly shows that he is not fit for office. The United Democratic Party has, since its inception in 1996, upheld the principles of democracy, justice, and inclusivity in its all activities and outlook. It has consistently made distinction between supporters of the APRC and the regime that perpetrated unspeakable human rights violations and economic crimes in the Gambia. This distinction should catalyze national reconciliation and unification. UDP Secretariat, Banjul, ñu kibaroti member to United Democratic Party, que la reaction di ko United Democratic Party mo parti de mealonko, ye freedom of association, yo respect le, ko multi alliance form nole, is not together. Bari itelenye de ko president wala nying Adam Barrow la nying aya kele puruka APRC ko lu nene anu sembe tala power tala pro anyim promisol men di ka fo ko atete TRRC report implement la bo sembe tala bala be nene ndole ke kan UDP ko be APRC dingol melan gon tolni bele de Gambia la ke yamari ye ni ku ya baso ko Adam Baro be silale ka mealon ko among victimol la ko hati among victimol danko ame fale mol imang among conscience soto UDP de ntolu be lorin tilingole kan ani nyatota ani justice ni statement in summary wala ko ila ni ku yatandi ko Adama Barrow be ni political expediency la ke kan pour ka make sure ka nene roke kuma dalita menna atela intereso ke APRC ko lu nene bari komen statement ya vunyami bari ma babe APRC ala diamolo kono ako if that is anything to go by when you tandiko ni man sekonda man pare ka TRRC report on ka implement so na kenebe mbulujang we want to thank the UDP leadership for this well-written statement. This actually speaks volumes, very emphatic and precise, concise, and to the point. And you know, expect ngalong ko Gambia for all party fan statement o dile, but in Rambo jata moile. Ntere ni waro tale, so NPP say manjiki mola for Rambo. Wala nga Rambo la diamol mo because before be fatu jaw mane attaquant. Ako fatu jaw mane man o man la fi barola ko momo man la fi barola say ala be wol be bon la baro balale ba wol mo banku di mo jawol ledi ngay ko dega diata kanjo la jatoti fatu jaw mane me alan ko she was a victim of dictatorship ya muta ya samba NIA abeno America ay ma fanta news fenko create ka jaaja me kele Rambo floto UDP le biriate kuru ya entice atata te fonata fu toy mu tak Dudu Ja Rambo Fabakar Tomboja ñu man la fi batala ila fi dama la ka banku dingol la ko do mo easy because ibuka je ke fon affiliate with regimes Adama Barrow na man president yalla ñu to sutu yalla so we want to thank the UDP leadership ala baraka bake mbal tentu la bake mbal jayla so Modole text Kenyan from Gambia ako say who I am listening to your program right now and then to be honest, these people, even though they don't like what you say, but they all admire the objectivity in which you analyze the program because we are listening to you as you're talking about Ibrahim Silla and Lamin Tunkara and what they are doing in Gamtel. They are laughing, but they know that you are speaking the truth. Keep it up, my brother. We are religiously following your program and keep up the good work that you are doing. Thank you so much, this person who sent this text from Gambia. I'm back into back in Bajaila. Yes, it all for alone the Barola Muli alone the go. They have to Tonya, they have to come here. But even though you are alone the co, I'm coming for a book idea, but alone we are mean for winter the Doko and Gambia, like Mamonia on GB. So, Yalone came to cook and look. So the best way to solve this, the program will come for a wallet. Alinga Gambian will Adama Barrow vote out. So ala baraka bake alama suto karo siala for Sibitilu inshallah. We will have the New York chapter. A lot of activities happening on Saturday. About Busumbala rally Fanambikala Wolune. New York chapter of fundraising, mega fundraising Fanambikala Wolune. On the 18th is Sukuta. On the 25th, Gambia Women's Lives Matter protest in the organized so a lot of activities happen. So me molbe yamar la ñu molbe mbota barola camp alena join UDP alna join UDP na baro bondi nali ya jeke ko baro man tas tonya kan come to our camp thank you so much everybody me program kum fala janne for watido alama mabela sibitulon la inshallah ala back good night be able to la back our guest nana rajambi wale he was our special guest. I want to thank you all and thank you to all the callers that call in. Alabaraka, Alama Sudu Kairosia, for what you do. Yaman, Alabaraka, thank you. ala baraka bake kadi sane baraka bake copy paste baraka bake Ismaila Sane baraka bake Aja Fati baraka bake Karamu Conte Fab Dabo ala baraka bake everybody thanking me, thank you too for your support. Ala baraka bake ala mabela sigiti long inshallah. Ala baraka. La Baraka, I'm going to end the broadcast here. It's 10 p.m. in the UK right now. La Baraka. La Baraka ke bin tabara nini. Ngai bar famo keda ngale be busy ri binta. Baraka musube nyadi yani Mr. Jame. Okay, thank you.